hero, starting life in another world. The prophecy of the throne.
No, see, Emmy, what you need to understand is it's important that the two of you be present at the same time, because if you're both together, then you're Emmy squared. But if you're by yourself, then you're just Emmy the square. Them's fighting words. Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope the weekend's been kind to you. It's been very kind to me. Very relaxing. Didn't have to do a whole lot of stuff. Wish I could say the same about this upcoming weekend, but it's going to be a little bit more hectic because I've got tax filing. Woo! Who's excited to file taxes and find out how much the government took from us and still wants on top of that? That's my favorite part of almost all my work being 1099s. Is I because of my business, and once you make a certain amount from freelance, the government goes, hey, we expect you're going to make about this much, but we don't want to wait until April for you to pay us. So now we're going to require you to pay us every 4 months or every 3 months, and we're going to just take it straight out of your account. It's your estimated tax payments. It's how much they expect you to owe them. But that's only an estimation. So they take money from you throughout the year, and then you file, and there's still a chance the government's going to go, nah, you need to give us a little bit more on top of that. Oh yeah, I believe my estimated tax payments for this year were $2,786 every 3 months. That they just take straight out of my account. So, that's always fun. I think there was at least one time where I woke up to an email from my bank saying, your spend account has gone into the negatives. And I'm like, what? What happened? Oh, right. The government. Thanks, guys. Anyway. So tonight, hopefully, will be the finale of ReZero. Let me get this moving out of here real quick. Bada bing. We saved and left off right before what is, I assume, supposed to be the final day, the final challenge. I don't know how long this is expected to take, which is why I wanted to start around 5 o'clock just to be safe, because we've had finales of games that lasted until 2 in the morning. Cold Steel 2, 3. But since this is also a game that divides its missions into do you make the right choices, depending on what chat picks, for all we know, this could be over in an hour or two. If you have played this game before and you know, please don't say anything. I want to find out for myself. However, if we do finish up in just like an hour or two, it's just going to be a short stream tonight. I'd rather just call it a day. You know, maybe spend some time figuring about what we're going to fill in that empty spot with. Maybe I might actually do some runs of Slay the Spire, because I don't think I've officially streamed it yet. We'll spawn a secret route. But I would rather have that extra time to spend with my wife tonight and to just vocally rest for tomorrow, because tomorrow is the start of a busy work week, and it's also a brand new type of project. What? Oh, I already had some earlier, thank you. Okay. It's the start of a busy work week for me, and tomorrow morning is also a new type of project with a new client for the first time, so I want to leave a good impression, because I've been doing pretty damn well the last couple of weeks, despite my vocal health at times, and I don't want to screw that up. But, with that being said, I'm glad to have everyone here. Don't forget, as soon as the credits roll, I will be giving out a copy of the game to a random winner in chat. Emmy, I don't know if we should leave it up to Nightbot. It's up to you if you want to work on keeping a running list of people who are in the stream and just check and update every 15 to 20 minutes. I'll let you decide and tell me after the fact, but make sure you guys are present. I don't know, Vim. Yeah, of course the person who's won like 6 fucking things because of Nightbot would want me to use Nightbot. It'll be platform of choice. I'll just need proof that you purchased the game for your console of choice, and then I'll send you a refund after the fact. I would like to avoid being asked to sign it if possible, just because I already have like 3 or 4 people that message me on Twitter asking me to receive, sign, and send back Revali amiibos, and I'm just feeling a little overwhelmed with dealing with mail stuff. No pun intended on the gender identification there. So, with that being said, I think we might as well just get started. You know, whether or not we end up here for a long time or we have a nice, easy, relaxing evening, it's time to see what holds forward. Chat, please don't get me killed. Please, make wise choices. Alright, let's get started.
Where to?
My doom. The morning sun is almost painfully bright on the day of the battle. The clear sky seems out of place, considering the conflict that awaits. We begin walking forward under the blue sky. Wait, is it blue or clear? You can't do that. In the same text box, you say it's a clear sky and it's a blue sky. If you wanted to say both, you could say clear blue sky.
Honey, you know clear means...
Hey, working hard as usual, huh?
Welcome! Oh, it's just you. Don't you get tired coming here every day?
You call that customer service? You need to greet your patrons with a smile, or you're gonna lose your business.
I do appreciate your business, but you shouldn't act so high and mighty just because you buy a couple appas every day. Or are you here to have those 2 pretty ladies help watch over the shop like yesterday?
I'm sorry. Watching over your stall was fun, and while I'd like to do it again, we have prior engagements to tend to today, so we are unable to do so. Our apologies.
Okay, but could you imagine if the daytime sky was exactly the same as the nighttime sky, except the sun was just visible? Like, the stars, it was still, like, black, and you could see, like, the stars, but the sunlight was lighting the earth? But the only reason why we see the blue sky is because of it reflecting off of stuff in the atmosphere. So what if it just didn't reflect? What if we just received the sunlight, but without there being, like, a layer of stuff? We would be dead? Are we about to have another nuke sun discussion?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. I was just kidding around. Damn, makes me uncomfortable when you respond so seriously.
Just think of it as punishment for trying to take advantage of two innocent, pretty girls.
I'm almost done with my handles.
Jeez, you're really going off on me, huh? So, what do you want today?
Ghost apple?
Honestly, nothing much.
If you're just wasting my time, get out of here!
Goodbye, ghost apple!
Hold on, man. I understand why you'd say that, but bear with me a bit. It's been about a week since I came to the royal capital. I show up here every day, so it doesn't feel right unless I see you at least once.
Now you're creeping me out.
That just shows how much he likes you. Subaru, the shopkeeper helped you the other time, right? Is that why you started to like him?
I regret being nice to stray dogs now.
Take responsibility!
I forgot I recorded this line!
Take responsibility!
That's actually me!
Oh, you're so annoying. Fine, if that's all you're here for, look at my face all you want. And buy an apple while you're at it. You can at least take that with you, right?
Well, I came all the way here, so I should at least do that. Now then...
Ghost appa? I hand the appa I bought to Amelia.
Wow, the appa is bright red and looks delicious. Is that for me?
Yeah, I put my heart into that appa. That's why it's bright red.
What are you going on about now? But thank you. I'll hang it up for decoration.
You're supposed to eat it!
Well then, Subaru. Now that you are done with your daily routine, are you ready?
Yeah, we're good to go. When you've got a good flow going, you want to keep up the same ritual, you know?
Now that you're done with your routine, Subaru, are you ready to go forcibly hold a girl down and cut into her throat to try and save her from the evil woman trying to stuff you full of bugs before your stomach bursts?
Yeah, Starbucks can wait until later.
Ritual. I don't know about that, but you did talk about it a lot with everyone. Yes, let's make sure it's a success.
Yeah, it must. I will. Maybe.
You're gradually losing confidence.
I'm just kidding. Really. Let's do this.
All right, let's get started. Ready?
Thighs. Look at Puck's left, or yes, their left foot. Look at that left foot. Look at the toe curl on that left foot. Don't look at the thigh. Look at the foot. That flat fucking plodding, ground slapping. If Puck kicked a hacky sack with that foot, it would go out of orbit. It would disappear. Puck could press a foot like that into a wall and just walk up the side of a building because they would act like suction cups.
Yeah!
Why are you taking the lead again?
I knew I was different ever since I was a child. It's not that I was special or good at anything. I felt alien or just unusual. That I was different from normal people. But I didn't mind, because the world was kind and it was very easy to live in.
That's why they're named Puck, because they go...
Everyone treated me well and always listened to my wishes. They all worked so hard for me, so how could I hate my environment? Why would I think that it's painful? My younger self didn't understand that. That's why I decided to accept all the kindness in the world and only gather the prettiest things to cherish them. I will only pick out the best parts. I walked over that thin ice, thinking nothing of it, laughing innocently. Faradar, my birthplace. The land where my family and clan lives. The Evil Eye tribe was banished from various lands because of their special powers and appearance that made them different from others. Faradar was the promised land of our Evil Eye tribe, the utopia that our ancestors found for us. In times of emergency, the Evil Eye tribe will answer to the summons of the country. That was the condition to stay in Faradar. Thus, there was a need to find those who had especially powerful evil eyes to answer to that call. Once every few years, the children of the Evil Eye tribe took an exam to test the strength of their evil eyes.
Tune in?
The evil eyes varied in power, so it was necessary to determine their individual abilities. Those with powerful evil eyes were to await the call to action. That was the law of the Evil Eye tribe. My brother and I were no exception.
I want you guys to remember that, to the best of my knowledge, all of this, every person on this cast, recorded from home. I want you to think about that as you listen to this game.
That's why... so many people lying over the grassy plains. I was shaken violently while I watched.
All of my recording for this took place between September and November of last year.
I didn't understand what was happening. All the adults and children alike were collapsed on the ground. I quietly watched as their faces turned bright red and they bumped into each other and fell. Why? That question cycled through my mind. I was overwhelmed by my emotions, but I knew, deep down, this is what I caused. My mistake. My sin that I must bear. My evil eye. The evil eye of calamity.
Ganon?
Indoctrination. That is the power of my evil eye. It is a rare power, and it had not appeared for hundreds of years. I was taught that it was dangerous, powerful, and that it can bring misfortune to many people.
My babysitter's name was... Jen Oak, thank you very much for the Tier 1 subscription. Welcome back. My babysitter's name was Elsa, and she taught me what it was like to hide her powers too. She said, Melty, you have to learn to let it go.
They say someone with the same evil eye as you existed hundreds of years ago. If I can learn more from the adults, it might help you.
Gaius? What are you doing in this game?
My brother who came to see me researched it for my sake. He was told never to visit me, but he managed to slip past the adults all the time. Since the day of the exam of my evil eye, I was imprisoned in a shack far away from the village. I understand that they had no choice. No one died, but they very well could have. All because of my evil eye of indoctrination.
The best part is, this works because if you just take the first letters of Evil Eye of Indoctrination, you get
During the exam, I didn't know the powers of my own evil eye. The voices urging me on started to scare me. I felt so afraid, so I made a wish. I'm scared, so stop rushing me. I think that was the wish I made.
I should have said that more during my deadlines in college when it came to the papers I was supposed to write. Sean, have you turned in your assignment? I'm scared, so stop rushing me!
By the time I realized it, everyone around me started to hurt each other until they collapsed. They were no longer able to make noise.
We just called that Pizza Calzone Day in elementary school.
The people I touched did all of my bidding. The power of the evil eye was terrifying. Until I learned of the power of the evil eye, my world was kind and gentle. But that world changed instantly. Everyone was kind to me only because they were deceived by my evil eye. The world was not kind. Everyone was afraid of me, so this was the perfect place for me.
Don't be dumb. Seeing my own sister be in prison makes me a terrible brother.
That has to be Gaius. What up, SC Teen Wolf? That has to be KG. That has to be That has to be.
Don't be dumb. Seeing my own sister be in prison makes me a terrible brother.
Gaius. Gaius.
But, brother...
No buts. I won't allow this. I'll convince the adults to change their minds.
Chat whenever I play Cold Steel 4.
No buts.
My brother was the only one angry for me, and he told me that he had to change things. But that meant... brother, you're so kind.
No buts.
But is your kindness real? Or is it because I touched you and wished for it? But is your kindness real? Or is it because I touched you and wished for it?
No buts.
My evil eye. My evil... But is... I looked at my palm and saw the evil eye in the same place as my brother's. But something about it made me afraid.
Uh-oh, it crumbled. I messed it up. Huh? What's a girl doing here? Hey you! What are you doing? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
It was a boy about my age. I was frozen because I was surprised.
What up is... Oh, thank you
He
for the
looked
tier
at
1
me
subscription,
curiously.
SD. Welcome back for your 5th month.
No answer, huh? Don't tell me this cute girl is a statue. That would be a shame.
Campanella?
Who are you?
I was sent here to prevent the Phantasmal Blaze plan from falling to ruin. The Imperial Liberation Front told me you were a risk to our plans, so I wanted to make sure I personally stopped you.
Oh good, you finally talked. Yeah, I knew you weren't some statue.
Upon saying that, the boy gave a big smile. I was so very surprised at that.
McBurn looks at Reinhardt and goes, "About time I found someone who's worth fighting. This could get exciting."
No one in the settlement would smile for me like that. Nobody would smile unless I asked them to.
My name's Tiga. I got a bit lost, but then I saw this little shack.
Okay, when I think of younger Tiga, I don't think of Tiga but as a child. I just think of Tiga as we've seen him in this game, but much shorter and stubblier, and maybe his hat is too big for his head. But he literally looks no younger than we know him in the game.
I was wondering if there was someone inside and took a look. And then, there you were.
The boy smiled innocently, but that was impossible to me.
XO, welcome back, dude. Thank you. 1 full year of subscribing. You get a year badge that I haven't made because I'm bad.
Everyone in the village feared me because they knew how dangerous my evil eye was.
Do a shot every time Melty says evil eye.
So they used the power of an evil eye to make all who approached the shack where I was held feel unpleasant and want to stay away. My brother's evil eye.
You're getting quiet again. You must be a shy one. Or do you have some kind of rule about how you're not supposed to talk with outsiders? I sure hope not. I'm an errand boy for traveling entertainers. I've gone to many different places, so I know some people have laws like that.
The boy nodded to himself. He seemed to know everything without me having to say anything.
I don't think so, Jiren. I was curious, though.
While I was still silent, the boy put his finger on his lips and winked at me.
Okay then, let's make this our secret. You didn't see anyone, and I never came here. Oh, but it's true that I got lost, so I'd appreciate it if you can tell me which way to town. Then I'll get out of here. Oh, maybe you don't know? Okay then, guess there's nothing I can do about that. I wonder if I can guess my way back.
I mean, my immediate thought is that the sub-badges would just be based on, like, items in the Pokemon universe because of Luxray. So, like, 1 month is a basic potion, 6 months is a super potion, 12 months is a hyper potion, 2 years is a revive, 3 years is a max revive. I guess, 25 years would be a master ball?
Looking worried, the boy cocked his head, then turned to leave the shack. Thinking that I'll be all alone again after he's gone, I grabbed his sleeve.
But there's probably copyright concerns about that. So, like, what if we did something like, I don't know, like, 1 month is a Pokeball made to look like a Shinx. 6 months is a Lux. No, they're too similar. I don't know. Because you can't just come up with, like, you have to do, like, 1 month, 3 month, 6 months, 12 months, 1.5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. I don't even know if I'm going to be alive in 10 years. Just really pretty letters that spell out Hazin Cabin. 1 month, 3 months, 6 month, and 12 months spell out Hazin. 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, and 10 years spells cabin.
What's wrong? You want to talk to me? Or are you going to tell me how to get to town?
Well...
Yeah. I mean, how would you guys feel if I don't know, it just feels like a cop-out. I know that technically you're not paying extra for the sub badges as long as you're not subbing just to get the sub badges, but would you guys be bothered if, like, the sub badges were just, like, stylized icons of one of the characters that I voiced?
Or do you need something from me?
That question made me shiver. I didn't know how to answer him. I shouldn't have even thought about what I wanted from him. And yet, that didn't stop my wanting. I want to live together with my family again. I want to see Brother stop being so angry and to smile again. I want to apologize to those I hurt. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I don't want to be alone. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. When my palm touched the boy, my evil eye stung. It was as if it was telling me to say my wish. As it got hotter and hotter and hotter, feeling elated from that heat, come here.
All right.
Huh? I knew I was being selfish. Right at the moment I gave in to my desires, the boy smiled and placed his finger on my lips. The gesture was meant to keep me from saying any more. He smiled.
If you're afraid of being alone, I'll be with you. Huh? Is that not it?
I shook my head to the boy's question.
That's good.
Why?
Let's see. The ringleader of the traveling entertainers I'm with always told me, he said, if you ever find the right girl, never let her go. Well, I guess you could say, it's love at first sight.
You are children.
After saying that, the boy sat next to me and told me about many things. He was orphaned for as long as he could remember. He was adopted by the traveling entertainers. He told me about all of the people he traveled with. The boy was a great storyteller. I lost track of time and my loneliness as I was absorbed in his conversation.
Who is he? How did you get in here?
Brother came into the shack and made a very angry face when he found the boy. I shrunk away in fear, but the boy held my hand.
Nice to meet you. My name is Tiga. My adoptive parent, the ringleader, gave me the stage name Tiga Raulion.
Tiger, Rar, Lion.
I see, Tiga. So what are you to my sister?
Sister? You look nothing alike. Well, let's set that aside. About
Cadmus,
me.
why was that your immediate thought? They're kids.
The boy looked at me. From his gaze, I finally realized that I never gave him my name.
This is literally taking place when they are children.
Melty.
I see. Got it. I am your sister Mel's friend. I will never leave her alone again. I will stay by her side and protect her.
You're strange. That's the first thing you say?
The ringleader once told me this. Never be too shy to say what's important.
Trans rights.
If you don't, you have no right to be mad when they get taken away from you.
Trans rights.
I don't want to regret anything, so I won't hesitate to speak my mind.
Trans rights!
I see. Fine then. I'll have you know that being by my sister's side will be tough. For starters, I'm your first obstacle.
Well, you're a worthy challenge.
The boy smiled at my brother's words and held my hand. He never let go, even once. And even now, That hand. Those memories always come back to me whenever I pray. The day that my evil eye pushed people away. The day that Tiga came to me. Then, the day I bound Tiga. In order to keep his promise with me, Tiga stayed behind in Faradar. We've been together since. He parted ways with the traveling entertainers who raised him without a proper goodbye. And from then on, he was by my side.
So wait. Does Melty's hair... Is that Melty's hair, like, along the insides of her robe? Or does she just have a really short haircut except for the bangs in the front?
That made me happy, and I appreciate it. But I've always wondered. I didn't say it out loud on that day, but I did have a wish. I thought that my evil eye deceived Tiga and took away his freedom. That I had bound him to me from that moment. I may have selfishly forced Tiga to sacrifice his own future just to stay with me. That thought makes me so ashamed. I'm a terrible person.
What's so terrible? You're so lively this morning as usual, Mel. You were really into that shouting during your prayer.
I don't shout when I pray, and you never do what I ask.
Oh,
Tiga talking to me from behind as I pray had become part of our daily routine. I can't help but get angry, but I always regret it. How can I possibly complain about him not doing as I asked?
Sorry, that's not what I meant.
Jeez, Mel. You're such a worrywart. Don't look so down. When the royal candidate is like that, you'll make the people who support you get worried.
Tiga gently touches my cheek. I wasn't prepared for this! I don't mind it when Tiga touches me, but every time we touch, I always wonder. If I wished for something, Tiga may do exactly as I wished, suppressing his own will again.
I don't understand how anyone could support me. You know how I feel about it, Tiga.
Mel, I've always told you. This might have all started because of the evil eye, but the rest was...
You two are rather passionate for this early in the morning.
Sakura.
Sakura appears out of nowhere, and Tiga has a wary look in his eyes. I can't help but tense up. I have an instinctive fear of Sakura. Seeing our reactions, Sakura places her hand over her mouth and smiles.
Oh dear. Tiga, don't look at me like that. You're scaring little old me. And we need to be on friendly terms, or the others may start to get suspicious. That wouldn't work out so well for you, Tiga. Oh, my mistake. It would be your precious Melty who would really be in trouble. Don't you agree?
Why, you...
Tiga, it's okay.
Mel, but...
I'll be okay. I'll do as I'm told.
Melty, you're such a good girl. I love obedient children.
I want to harm Sakura.
So, what are we supposed to do today, Sakura?
Let's see. I wanted to get rid of that annoying half-devil servant, Subaru.
Subaru? Why single him out?
This is just a hunch, but I sense something strange about him. He was the one who discovered my spies at the manor and also got in Wolf's way.
I wonder if every character in this group has a strong purple palette because they used up all the other colors. You have Anastasia for like pink, maybe a little bit of blue, Cruciate for green, no, Ferris is the blue, Priscilla for red, Felt for yellow. They used up all the other colors. They're like, shit, we can't, if we do a different color, they might think they're part of Felt's camp or Cruciate's camp. What color have we not done a lot of yet? Purple!
That's why I thought it was the right time to send the Dusk Bandits after them. But that ended in failure as well. Of course, I partially blame you two for that.
It wasn't just us there. There was Subaru's bodyguard, Rem. And the finest of knights was there too.
You're right, Lavender.
Those guys didn't stand a chance, whether we were there or not.
Yes, I agree. That's why I didn't punish you as long.
Tiga?
It's nothing. Don't worry about it. Anyway, you want to move on Subaru, right?
I don't know yet. What do you think is best?
Throwing you into a ditch and covering it up with soil and then never looking back.
If I come up with something too terrible, you might betray my plans to your friend. If that happens, I'd be in deep, deep trouble.
I wouldn't do that. And I can't. You already know that, Sakura. What's most important to me is Mel. Nothing will tip the scales against her favor.
I want... For those of you who've seen We're Back, A Dinosaur Tale, I want a repeat of that end scene where the mana wasps turn on Sakura and drain her of mana. Like the guy with the crows. Why doesn't Melty just do that? Why doesn't Melty use her evil eye to bind the mana wasps and have them all attack Sakura?
I see. Glad to hear that. Still, considering recent events, I guess it's imprudent to try anything on Subaru.
What up, Pleo Ship? Alright, you fuckers, listen up. This is my buddy Pleo Shep. Pleo Shep has been busting his ass. Wait, he, him? I assume you use he, him pronouns, but please let me know if I'm wrong. Pleo Shep has been busting his ass for the last 3 or 4 months to get partner. They have hit all of the metrics multiple times. They've hit 75 viewers. They've been streaming 12 days out of the month. They've been, I forget what the third metric is. I think it's the total time that they've been streaming. And every time, for some reason, they keep getting rejected. Where Twitch is like, we want to see you do it a little bit longer. We want to see you keep those metrics up for a little bit more. We want to see what else you're capable of. And I'm sick and tired of that. So all y'all need to go follow Playership. They do Beat Saber. They do a bunch of other games. Please, give their channel a look. Give them a follow. Check them out. Literally, they're waiting like, I think 2-3 weeks, 11, 12 days, something like that, before they can apply again. And I want you guys to give this man the viewership so that when they apply again, Twitch goes, damn, this kid is really cool. We can't turn him down. He's got the numbers. So please, show my man some love so that I can finally treat him to a partner pizza. For the rest of you, tune in. We're approaching the climax of this game, and I'll be giving out a copy of this game once the credits roll, if we hit it tonight.
So let's stay put for today and concentrate on gathering votes for the royal selection.
No, Pleo, we're supposed to support you! Don't make this about me right now!
Gathering votes? Are we meeting with the higher-ups at the castle to use my evil eye again?
Of course.
Thank you for the
Go
follow.
and give them a little coaxing. This is so wonderful. Just touching them and smiling can put them under your fingertips. I envy your powers, because
You can thank Emmy Ain, who's one of my resident Discord moderators and artists, and Super Nintendo, spouse to Mike Feedback. Oh, God!
I'm already at my limit just making these children do as I say.
Countless wings flutter as shadows appear over the church's walls, floors, and ceiling. The writhing shadows and sound of fluttering wings are enough to paralyze and leave me trembling in fear. I'm afraid. So afraid. I feel just like I did when I was left all alone in the shack back home.
The Bug Shack, it's a little bug place where we can die together. Bug Shack, baby.
Sakura, stop this! Stop scaring Mel. What's the point of all this?
The point? The point is to see your faces. So funny. So pitiful. If I don't strike fear in you from time to time, you'll start to get the wrong idea about me.
Oh my God, that face though.
You'll actually believe I'm a kind, considerate, temperate woman. Isn't it time for a meal? Melty, you need your nutrients for your precious body.
The sound of the bug wings comes closer. I can see their stingers glint. Being stung by those things is extremely painful. So painful that I can't even speak. but without them, I will die.
Is this what it's like to need insulin injections?
Even though I know that.
I'm still okay. I'm fine. So please get those bugs away from me.
Come on, don't be like that. Mother has tasked me with keeping you in peak condition. If anything were to happen to you, I wouldn't be able to face Mother.
Mel, don't listen to her.
You really think she has a choice?
Sakura's remark makes me come to my senses. It sounds as if she's testing me to see if I really will defy her. But if I ever defied her, then everyone would. Everyone in Faradar would.
I'll do it. So please.
Mel!
Come on, don't interrupt Tiga. I know she's very self-sacrificial. What a benevolent nun she is. Well then.
The sound of the insect wings fluttering comes closer. While feeling my body tense up in fear, I glance over at Tiga.
Tiga, please.
Mel.
I don't want Tiga to see this. Because if Tiga sees me like this, I may wish for it again. That I want to be saved. I may ask Tiga to save me. And when I do that, Tiga will...
Sakura?
I clench my teeth and prepare for the oncoming pain, but it never comes. I look at her, wondering if she's delaying it to harass me.
Looks like someone is here. You're so dense. There's a visitor at the church. We can't let them see this.
The Luxray! The snap summons a Luxray. Thank you for the host.
With that, Sakura snaps her fingers and the squirming shadows that had been in view until just a moment ago all vanish from sight. I'm still reeling from it.
Excuse me? I assume you are Miss Melty Priestes and the members of her faction.
Yes. I see. So you are...
Yes, I'm a messenger from the castle. There is important news about the royal selection, and all candidates must be brought there.
Is that me?
To the castle? Right now?
Oh my, this is sudden. We haven't heard about that at all.
But why would they have me play a guard if I'm the main character?
The Council of Wise Men are terribly sorry.
That's me. That's me.
The Council of Wise Men are terribly sorry.
Wait, I gotta think.
The Council of Wise Men...
The Council of Wise Men are terribly sorry.
Yes, I'm a messenger from the castle.
Yes, I am a messenger from the castle.
Excuse me, but I would like for you to come with me.
It's like I held my nose. Excuse me, but I would like for you to come with me.
We have our own schedule to run, so it's too sudden. So at least for now.
Can I assume you are okay with letting the other candidates get an advantage then? Excuse me, I was out of line. However, although the royal selection has been delayed, it can be said that its preliminary competition has already begun.
Okay, I have to have been doing this while in disguise as Subaru. Otherwise, I'm surprised they would let me do a voice that's so close to Subaru.
It may not be wise to fall behind any candidate in this battle of intelligence gathering. I'm sorry, I'm speaking out of line. I beg for your forgiveness.
Interesting.
But you do have a point. What do we do, Sakura? Maybe we should accept the invitation for Mel's sake.
Of course you'd want that. It would interrupt our earlier activity.
Don't take it out on me. It's not my fault someone came here.
Tiga shrugs, and I notice Sakura's glare become more ominous. Seeing this, I instinctively raise my hand.
Yes. The castle, is it? I'll go. Please take me there.
Oh, fine.
Yes, thank you. The dragon carriage is already prepared outside. Please come and board it.
We follow the guard out and ride the dragon carriage to the castle.
But this is odd.
What do you mean?
This unexpected summons. We couldn't get the Council of Wise Men on our side, but that high-ranking civil servant is under our thumb. Or should I say, he's Melty's ally, which makes us privy to everything that happens at the castle. Considering how we weren't notified first, I would have to say that they're getting lazy on the job.
Sakura is referring to Rickard, who is cooperating with us.
When I get home, the first thing I'm going to do is dip my Pop-Tarts in tomato soup. I call it texturing.
In joining the current royal selection, we needed someone's cooperation in the castle. We sought out the manager of the other civil servants.
And after that, I'm considering taking a spoonful of ice cream and dipping it in maple syrup. Why not bring the best parts of fall with the best parts of winter? Delightful.
We created an opportunity to meet with him, and I used my power of indoctrination to bring him to our side. Using the power more often would deepen the effect.
Do you know what my favorite part of summer is? Pouring my lemonade into my glass of orange juice. I get pulp from 2 different types of fruits, double the vitamins.
Now Rickard would prioritize us. Prioritize me, even if he doesn't think of it consciously.
I prefer to put in my peanut butter and jelly sandwich together first. Then I put it in the toaster to toast. I feel like it comes out better that way. The jam and the peanut butter get nice and crispy. It's how you get chunky with smooth. I'm a genius.
Being the manager of the other civil servants, Rickard delivers us useful information constantly. If you consider dipping ideas for Pop-Tarts to be useful information. That's why I have the same suspicion as Sakura. Why didn't Rickard tell us about this?
Could it be?
Could Rickard have managed to escape the evil eye of indoctrination? If that's the case...
You would have to deeply reapply the power of your evil eye again, Melty.
For a second, I thought she read my mind. That was how exact Sakura's words matched my thinking. Sakura smiles wide.
But you should know that, without me having to tell you.
But that's...
I'm sure you wouldn't want anyone to be able to escape your evil eye.
That's not true. If it weren't for my evil eye, I would be a normal...
Yes, I wish I didn't have my evil eye. If it weren't for this, I wouldn't be taken advantage of by Sakura. I wouldn't have been torn from my family either. If it weren't for this evil eye, I would be a normal girl.
A normal girl. You say the strangest things. Melty, there's no way you're an ordinary girl. It's absolutely, totally, positively impossible. Because you're so utterly distrustful of humanity. You're so distrusting of people. You can't be with anyone unless they do your every bidding. You can't feel at peace unless you can completely control someone.
Projecting? Sakura?
That's... not...
I wish I could say it's not true, but those words won't come out. Because deep down, I know she's right. I'm a coward, I'm timid, and I'm weak. I fear how I can't be at peace. That's why
you should be ruler. Control everything to your will. There's nothing wrong with that, so let's do it. Once you become ruler, you can do anything. You can make them submit to your evil eye, or you can use your political authority. That's the only difference. Do you understand? It doesn't matter if you are a legitimate or an imposter candidate, because you were born to rule.
Me? A ruler?
Yes, that's right. Your evil eye gives you the right to trample on others, and a ruler has the right to trample on their subjects. If dominating someone is proof of power, then you were already born with it.
I can tell Sakura wants to be a dominator.
Sakura raises her hand. She runs her finger across her palm and grins. I immediately realize the gesture is referring to my palm rather than her own. My palm. My evil eye has been reconstructed so that it can't be seen anymore. It used to exist in that particular spot.
Your evil eye is your crown. Melty, I want you to become a true ruler.
Sakura squints as she looks down on me gently.
I know we don't have the best relationship. It's natural for you to hate me. I've been deliberately acting as such to make you feel that way, after all. But my desire to make you ruler is real, if nothing else. You have the power to make it happen. And if you have the ability, why not?
I don't know. I don't understand.
I reluctantly shake my head as I try to escape from Sakura's words. But she won't let me go. Her eyes and expression continue to hold me firm. It's as if Sakura herself is clinging to me.
That's enough!
Right when my entire being was about to be swallowed up by Sakura, Tiga shouts out. Tiga is breathing heavily as he glares at Sakura.
I tried to keep my mouth shut, but you kept saying those awful things to Mel. You're way out of line. Mel is not like you.
Oh my. Did I make you upset?
Don't tease me, you vile woman. Mel's evil eye has controlled her life, and of all things, you call that her crown? When did Mel ever want that? It was all your idea.
Power and birthright are not determined by your desire. They are given. The royal family that died the other day just happened to be born as royalty, right? It's the same with the evil eye. It just so happened that those with power were given the right to use it. Wouldn't it be an insult to let such a treasure go to waste?
Why, you...
Please stop! I know. I really do. It's all my fault. So, I'm sorry. So please, stop fighting!
Mel...
Goodness, you're way off the mark yet again. You're so naive. You're going to regret it if you don't wise up soon.
I don't know how to respond to Sakura. I simply look down and think back on the earlier conversation.
We were being kind of loud. Maybe that guard heard us.
Well, the in-universe explanation, Fluffy Rogue, is that Sakura is aware of Melty's power, and so she keeps her distance from Melty. But that does raise the question, they're together on a dragon carriage, within speaking distance. Just go for it.
If that's true, just have Melty use her evil eye to shut him up.
You don't have to say it like that.
I think I put it kindly enough. At least I didn't use the word coax this time, right?
Tiga clicks his tongue and slowly stands up, then looks out the window. Then...
Huh?
Tiga?
Tiga's reaction catches my attention, and I look up too. Tiga squints and stares at something out the window.
Weren't we heading to the castle? But
But what?
the scenery. Something's off.
Tiga turns around to head to the coachman's seat. My eyes widen, then I stare out the window Tiga was just looking out of. That's not the path to the castle outside. It's the opposite. It is the dilapidated scenery of the slums.
Huh?
Hey, you! What's going on here?
Bestie!
Ah, it was Subaru in disguise!
What?
Is that...
The guard in the coachman's seat yells. I don't know why, and Sakura looks like she doesn't either. But Tiga...
Mel!
Tiga jumps toward me and his strong arms wrap around me. Then he hugs me tight. And in the next moment... I feel swallowed by a violent shock. I scream as everything goes upside down. I scream and scream. The only thing I feel is Tiga's arms firmly around me. That's the last thing I remember before I lose consciousness.
All right, it went perfectly. That attack would have caught anyone off guard. Hey, Tiga! You alive?
I can't hear anything.
Huh? Tiga! You can't die! You gotta be joking.
Like hell I'm dead! But I did almost die! That would have been a bad joke!
After saying that, Tiga comes out from under the overturned dragon carriage looking injured. In Tiga's arms is Melty. She's unconscious, but she doesn't look injured.
Awesome! I knew I could believe in you, bestie.
You make it sound so easy. What would you have done if I didn't notice? You put Mel in danger, Subaru.
You didn't notice. The thought never even crossed my mind. Ladies' men like you wouldn't miss such opportunities.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I can tell you're being ridiculous. Anyway, why did you do this? Are you trying to declare war on us?
Tiga repositions Melty in his arms and glares aggressively. Hold on. AJ, I need you for a second. Come here. Aggie! Sorry, I need you for a second. Put sleep pants on. Or just... yes. I'm trying to figure out how this pose would work. Rip-off. I was gonna mention the rip-off armor. Hold on. I want you guys to imagine this very serious scene. I know, it's just this once. Alright, stand here. I want you to imagine this very serious scene, and this is what Tiga's doing. Wait, I gotta turn this up. There we go. Don't stay away from Melty. She's mine. I protect her. There you go. I love you. Big pout. Pouty baby. No, Tiga would be pouting. Considering I lied about the summons and flipped their dragon carriage, that reaction makes perfect sense.
Wait, no, it's the opposite. We're the ones who saved you.
Huh?
Come on! We're here to save you. I was racking my brain thinking about how to get you out of that awful situation. We also managed to come up with a plan after deliberating over it and finally put it to action. Tiga?
Are you serious?
I only had 2 per sandwich. I just ate 3 sandwiches.
I can come up with pretty big lies while keeping a straight face, but I wouldn't do that now. I really did come to save you. And her. If possible, I want to help Solemn too.
Sakura's laying on the ground like, how could this happen to me? I made my mistakes. Control my wasps.
Subaru.
Don't worry, bestie.
Yes.
I'm the kind of man that doesn't give up on happy endings.
Happy what?
I give a thumbs up and flash a smile. Tiga makes an exasperated grunt. Tiga then shakes his head and looks down at Melty, still in his arms.
I don't really understand what you're saying, but I like the sound of it. I don't get what's going on, but I won't regret trusting you, right?
Yeah, I swear on our true friendship.
Hearing Tiga's answer makes me smile, knowing that I got past the first obstacle. And then in front of us...
Jeez, we don't have time to talk. You know we have to hurry.
That voice.
Yeah, the star is here. The world's best, prettiest, silver-haired girl.
You mean...
There, it stopped. You can come out now.
Hey, sorry for the wait. We got here as fast as we could.
Miss Amelia? And Ferris, too.
Yoo-hoo, Tiger. Let me guess. Are you in trouble?
We know the whole story, so leave it to us.
What do you mean you know?
I couldn't figure anything out on my own, so I gave them all the details.
What?
Anyway, here's our miraculous and magical helpers. Just leave Melty to us.
You told everyone? Hey, come on!
Now all of China knows about the evil eye!
There, don't fight. Miss Melty is your priority, right? Or can I just call her Melty?
Paris, that's not important right now. Come on, hurry and bring her to the dragon carriage.
What? Solomon? Yeah. We're gonna figure it out. We're at the climax. Amelia and Ferris take Melty from Tiga's arms and carry her to the dragon carriage.
Subaru, what's going on?
Let me relieve your worries for now. We have a plan for Melty's throat. And?
Let me relieve your worries, Tiga. All we're gonna do is slice into Melty's throat, forcibly remove the magic, and hope we have enough medical expertise to prevent her from dying. No pressure. We've got this.
And? I think the chains that bind her can be dealt with too. You're not alone anymore. Let's fight together.
Man, You really are something else.
You should see Reinhardt's. I pat Tiga on the shoulder and he finally smiles. But right when I smile back, goldfish.
Oh my. Looks like everyone is taking a bow already. I can't allow that. You won't have your way.
Everyone's like bending their fingers like they have JoJo stands.
Sakura!
It's like, no, you have to bend down and then back up. Like up, down, up. Like this.
Subaru, what is with you, really? You keep messing up all of my preparations one after another. Now you've even set up a trap for me. You're a loser. You don't have it in you to be somebody.
Can you make me a sandwich? Okay.
And yet you accomplished this.
How long did you cook it for? How long did you cook it for? Okay.
Sad to say,
Leave the cup. I'm gonna have some
can't
after
really
stream.
disagree with that. Still,
Okay. I'll just heat some up and eat it straight.
I may be a loser, but this is the result of my desperate efforts.
It's fine even without the buns.
Oh?
And since you've been losing to a loser like me, that makes you a loser too.
There's no other buns of any kind? Okay.
I take back what I said earlier.
What about
I
tortillas?
admit you do have an unrivaled talent for impudence.
Seems like what I said was a clean hit. Sakura suddenly looks much angrier. Hold on, I want to see.
And since you've been losing to a loser like me, that makes you a loser too.
Then just say no.
Enough!
Tiga draws his sword and stands in front of me.
Are you serious, Tiga? You really want to define me? After all we've been through together?
You're the one that jumped in the way between Mel and me. Unfortunately for you, I don't have a speck of affinity for you. I'm actually happy I can finally sever ties from you. It feels like this has been a long time coming.
Tiga,
Leave this to me and go.
Hey, that line.
Yeah, I know how awesome I sounded just now. So let me have my moment here. You said you'll save Mel. I'll believe in you, Subaru. So go. I'll hold back Sakura.
Can you really do it?
I can't call myself a man otherwise.
You're right. Don't you die on us, Tiga.
Tiga and I bump fists after that bold declaration. I jump on the dragon carriage where Amelia waited. Then,
Subaru, where's Tiga?
We're leaving him behind. This is where he'll show what he's made of.
I don't understand you sometimes.
the dragon carriage starts running while kicking up smoke. We left Tiga and Sakura behind as we make our escape. I watch the dragon carriage get farther away before turning toward my enemy.
There they go. Are you sure about this? Maybe you should have had your little friend's help instead of fighting alone.
I know what you're trying to do, Sakura. Like you said, we've known each other for a long time. You're stalling for time. Because the longer we wait, the better advantage you'll have. You still have your ace up your sleeve. If they make it here, we lose. So I'll make sure you're separated from that ace to increase my chance of winning.
Oh, you're so sly. I really hate how you've grown up.
Sakura snaps her fingers. That's her usual signal. The bugs then start to gather. The evil monowasps are controlled by Sakura's powers. That is her strength as an insect master.
I've always thought your personality was fitting for an insect master. Tell me, did you become a bug tamer because of your personality? Or did you get that personality from being an insect master? Which came first?
You really don't know when to shut up. No wonder you and Subaru are friends. You're exactly the kind of person he attracts.
Weevil's off in the background saying,
I was here first! I'm the original!
What kind?
The kind that irritates me.
Sakura snaps her fingers again to signal the bugs to fly up and attack. There are countless numbers of them. This formidable attack seems to blot out the sky. Most people would quiver at the sight. Once they swarm you, they will use their fangs. They tear your flesh away until you're nothing but a corpse. Even if Sakura doesn't kill Mel, she has no reason to keep me alive until the end.
so that's why she will not go easy. If I give in to fear, I'll die. Knowing this, I swing my sword with inner peace. I swing a second and third time to slice at the mana wasps. I contain my emotions, as it would affect my sword. I maintain my cool and engage the enemies. If I lose my grip on my emotions, it will prove fatal for me. If my body submits to fear, death will come. I suppress all of those things with my inner peace as I survive Sakura's first wave of attack.
This is a surprise. I knew that you were training hard to protect Melty.
But you didn't expect me to be this good? Don't worry, Sakura. I wasn't hiding any secret powers from you. You already know that I'm just an ordinary person. Unlike the Sword Saint, the finest of knights, or the Blue, I have no special powers. However, I must defeat you in order to save Mel. So I honed my skills for that purpose.
That's a beautiful story. I've never received such a passionate confession. You might even make Melty jealous.
I have another confession for Mel, so don't worry about that.
I love pineapple on pizza! I concentrate my emotions into my sword and point it at Sakura. Then,
Thanks for everything, Sakura. May you have the serenity and the guidance of the Divine Dragon.
Where shall I record this?
The dragon carriage powers through the slums while we were thrown into a panic from the rough ride. We had stopped at the slums, so the land dragon's divine protection of wind repel was removed.
But I didn't think it would shake this much!
Oh, the slums don't have paved roads, and it's so puffy. Ow, my legs!
And my tongue! Neely, where's the road?
Almost there. We're almost to another road. All right, we're okay now.
Emilia grabs onto the reins on the coachman's seat. Just like she said, the shaking gradually lessened, although it's not completely gone.
It's smoother now. All right, Ferris, now's your chance.
You mean to diagnose Miss Meowty?
Are you seriously gonna call her that?
Fairy here is a bit confused right now. I'll do the diagnosis, so be quiet for a second.
Ferris yells at me, and then starts checking Melty's esophagus as she lies there on the seat. The conclusion of last night's discussion was based on nothing but conjecture. Even if it can go well in theory, it's entirely possible that it won't turn out as expected.
I shouldn't be so pessimistic. Anyway, just leave it to Ferris right now. As for me... Neely, how is it on your end?
Oh, Subaru. Yeah, everything's fine. This is a really good dragon.
Emilia points at the black land dragon pulling the dragon carriage.
Both the dragon carriage and land dragon were borrowed from Cruchet. She's one impressive duchess. Can't underestimate that power.
That could be part of it, but this dragon is amazing on its own. It really liked you, Subaru.
Oh, right. I really don't know why, though.
Cruchet asked me to pick a land dragon before this mission started. Among them was this black land dragon. It had an elegant-looking face. I didn't think that would match me well, but the land dragon seemed to take a liking to me.
It's our dependable land dragon, buddy. I'll name you Patrichet.
Hey, you can't just give her a weird name like that. We have to return her to Cruchet later.
It's there! That's it, chat! It's her! It's Best Girl! The best girl of the franchise!
I know that, but now I'm starting to feel more attached. Considering how much work I did at the Royal Capital, would it be possible to get a land dragon as a reward?
There you go again. What would you do with a land dragon? Taking care of them is a lot of work.
Are you my mom or something?
Huh? I'm not.
You're not supposed to take it seriously! Now it's awkward!
Emilia's silly response floors me. Anyway, now that our conversation got cut short, I turned my attention behind me. I don't mean inside the carriage. I'm wondering about Tiga, who we left behind.
I know you're worried about Tiga.
Yeah, I am. But worrying about him undermines his bravery.
You boys are such a pain.
Yeah, we sure are. This is something we will never yield on.
Unfortunately for Amelia, this has to do with a man's pride and trust. So I hope she'll just accept it with an open heart. In any case, the die has already been cast. All we can do is work hard in the hopes that each of us roll a good number.
Right now, we need to get working. Mealy, where's the next point?
I think we're almost at our rendezvous point. And about the others.
If that bunch doesn't do well, I think things will turn out real badly down the line. In any case, they've all got some eccentric personalities. I'm not worried about that part.
Is everyone okay?
We can only believe.
Right when I was about to say that,
What the?
Subaru, watch out!
a bright red light shines, and Amelia pulls me toward her while casting an ice spell above. In the next instant, a white light explodes, causing a shockwave that shakes the dragon carriage.
Ah!
Subaru, are you okay?
I'll live. What about you, Mealy?
Okie dokie.
I haven't heard that phrase in a while. Wait, now's not the time for that. That attack was...
Well, aren't you lucky you survived? I was trying to flip over your entire dragon carriage. You've done it now. Thanks to you, Sakura is losing her mind. That feels great.
Wait, now's not the time to be saying this. Melty is in that carriage, so don't flip it.
Oh, that's right. Anyway, good job to you then. As thanks, I'll give you some hot flames.
There he is!
So that's the evil spiritual arts user that you talked about.
Maybe I can talk him out of this. Hey! Listen up, Wolf! No! Solemn!
What?
We're trying to help Melty! We both want the same thing! We should work together! I know what you're going through. I heard from Tiga. We found out a way to resolve this. All that's left is...
You're mistaken.
What? I'm mistaken?
Yeah, you've definitely got the wrong idea here. You could even say it's a fatal mistake.
What mistake? You're Melty's older brother and...
That's right, I'm Melty's brother, but I'm different from my useless other half.
Other... half?
I am the malevolent masked magician Wolf. That name is true to its word. I am a different being from Solemn. He's useless in every regard, so don't lump me in with him. I would never accept the help of others. I will save my sister Melty on my own. No one will stand in my way.
Earlier. The door opens with a heavy sound. I look around, but don't see anyone. It's not that anyone was hiding and holding their breath. There was really no one here. Seems like they're out.
Oh my, looks like Sakura isn't here. She summoned us and she's not even here? What an insult. Jeez, it's always like this. My patience is wearing thin. Aren't you also annoyed by this? I wish it would just stop. You're like that again. Yeah, it's my fault for asking.
Puka wags her puffy tail and turns her back on Sol. Wait, no. Is this just generic narrator? Hold on, I need to pee. Give me a second. I thought this was Solemn narrating, but I don't think he would refer to himself in the third person. Puka wags her puffy tail and turns her back on Solemn. seeing how the spirit was in bad spirits, Solemn isn't sure what to do. Things haven't changed in years. Puka was like this during their first encounter. How many years ago was that?
So you're Solemn?
Yes,
I've heard about you.
I washed my... Yes, I did. It was a very, very quick pee break.
I'm Puka. As you can see, I'm a fledgling, powerful, and beautiful great spirit. That's a good reaction. Seems like you're speechless at the sight of me.
I'm one of those people that, like, if they can time it right, will start flushing the toilet before they're done peeing, so that the last drop falls in just as it drains. It's an art, man. You gotta time it out. You gotta time it just right.
No.
Don't tell me you have never gone to flush the toilet, seen, like, something that you gotta wipe real quick with toilet paper, and you wipe it and throw the toilet paper in before the flush is done. Everyone has done that. It's the same concept.
You're not? You're just not that talkative? What's with that? Are you making fun of me?
I'm not.
Yes, you are. You have to speak more clearly or the other person will never know what you're trying to say.
Nah, KK, that's why the Hazen cabin is just gonna have a toilet installed as the gaming chair. Never have to leave, and I can take care of my business.
Well, how about it? Or are you just gonna use that as an excuse and you don't care if you make the other person angry?
I almost wanted to make a joke and say the excrement is used to make impossible meat patties, but then I realized that there's actual scientific progress being done in making edible meat patties out of waste. That's an actual thing. Hold on. Here we go. Wait, is this a satire? Oh, it's probably satire. Okay, it's probably satire.
And I'm sorry to say, but I don't think you and I will get along. You'll have to look elsewhere.
No, I looked up the article that I originally remembered, but it's mentioned that the original article was probably a hoax based around, like, the whole hype regarding impossible foods. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna just assume it's a hoax.
I have a choice?
Okay, so there's no choice. But I have my pride. I'll never do something I don't want to do, even if I vanish for it. What about you? Do you have the conviction to follow through? You're quiet again. All right. I've had enough. You can just...
I'm Solemn.
I am Groot.
Solemn. That's my name. Puka, I want to be your partner. There is something I must accomplish. And for that, I need your help.
My help?
Yes, with your powers.
My powers? Why'd you go so quiet again?
I'm sorry.
Fine then. I understand how you feel and that you aren't making fun of me. I know you can't help it. Fine. I'll form a contract with you, but remember this. Someday, you have to make sure you actually express your thoughts fully. That's the very first condition of the contract between us. Did you just laugh? Did something funny happen? Tell me!
It's you, Puka.
You were laughing at me!
Solemn wasn't laughing at her, but it seems he still has trouble conveying his intentions. Puka erupts in anger again, and Solemn is forced to get her back on her good side. Wait, this might actually be Solemn. Hold on. No, he says I. He is capable of saying I. So I don't think it's Solemn.
Here.
You think you can cheer me up with candy? You think you can cool me off with this? Jeez, men are always like this.
Listen to that eating noise!
Jeez, men are always like this. Oh, thanks for the treat. Phew. Only I would have such a kind heart to forgive you so easily.
Yeah.
Yes. So, in the end,
Is that?
it's Sakura's bugs. Seeing that they're here,
Seeing one of the flying insects, Solemn reaches out without hesitation. Then, the bug sinks its stinger into his outstretched arm.
Not a problem.
I know that, but it looks gross. So, what did she say?
Wait.
Solemn interrupts Puka and closes his eye. In the next moment, the message was sent through the Monowasp's stinger in his arm. This is one of her abilities as an insect master. She can transmit messages through the insects that she controls. Sakura often uses this method to send orders to Solemn at the royal capital. Imagine getting a knock on the door from Amazon. It's like, Amazon, I need you to sign for this. You open the door and there's just a man holding a package with an entire swarm of bees flying around his head. And you're like, do I have to? I'm sorry, but we need proof that this is going to the right person. Okay. So you open the door and just let the swarm of bees surround you and start stinging you. It's like a CAPTCHA, but with bees.
The candidates have made their move.
Did they find out?
Seems like it. Melty has been kidnapped.
USBS.
What? What are Tiga and Sakura doing? Well, we're in no position to talk. Then where do we go?
The slums. We'll take back Melty.
Solemn and Puka soon arrive at the familiar roads and alleyways of the slums. According to the message that Sakura sent, the dragon carriage that Melty and the others are riding should pass through here.
We managed to get here first. All that's left is to stop them. But... Solemn, can you do it? You idiot. I can tell what you're thinking just by looking at your face. How many years do you think we've been partners?
Our bees. We have the stingers.
Subaru and his friends kidnapped our Melty.
Solemn couldn't keep secrets from his partner. Despite his taciturn personality, he isn't very good at keeping secrets. Or perhaps this great spirit to be is just that good at reading his thoughts.
They're nice people. There's no mistake about that. But they have nothing to do with our objective. I know that.
Solemn is reminded of the faces of those he met who were unrelated to his work. They were good people. A kind-hearted young man and his friends. What up, Ultra Hope girls? Had they not interacted with Solemn, they would have remained in peace. Maybe they kidnapped Melty to expose who she really is. Or perhaps... Can one of my mods give a shout out to Ultra Hope Girls podcast for me, please, and thank you?
The
Thank you for the
situation
follow.
has changed. It's come to a point of no return. The life at the royal capital wasn't bad. Everything was so busy and lively. When the runt of a spirit picked a fight with me, it was nothing but trouble. But it's time to say goodbye to that life. We have to make sure we're gone without a trace. Can you do it?
Puka asks quietly. Solemn responds with his usual silence. Solemn is unable to express his answer with words, and time passes on.
Hey now, gonna give her the usual silent treatment? That's no way to treat your partner. You should already know that this job is too much for you to handle. Just switch out like you usually do, turn tail and go into hiding.
Evil Jiminy Cricket. Those calls of ridicule didn't come from the outside. They come from an inner voice deep in his heart. It is the voice of a cruel man that knows everything. His other self.
Wolf.
Yup, it's me. You're me. Or am I you? Well, whatever. Cool!
The inner voice he had started hearing some time ago is his alternate personality, Wolf. After being chased out of their homeland, Solemn decided to get his hands dirty so that he could be with his sister. Along the way, he met Puka. He spent his days working these unscrupulous jobs, not really understanding why. But after years had passed, this other man appeared in Solemn. This overly familiar voice would insult Solemn's work, whispering that he could do better. But that is a fact. When Solemn lent his body to this voice, his full potential would be realized, and all the work would be completed perfectly. Soon, that voice called himself Wolf. He announced that he is Solemn's other half, and proved to everyone that he was useful. Solemn himself acknowledges that. In fact, Wolf is many times stronger than Solemn. His ruthlessness toward targets and his ability to be cold-hearted for the sake of winning set the two apart. Wolf would complete every task effortlessly. Solemn would still hesitate at the crucial moment. By the time they realized it, Wolf had been tasked to do most of the work. All Solemn does is act like some kind of hermit. Seeing his sister grow up healthy is one of Solemn's few moments of happiness. That's why.
Switch with me, my pacifist brother. You're too much of a coward to handle this yourself. You can't kill them. Don't worry, just close your eyes and I'll take care of things like I always do. There's no need for you to get hurt. I don't have a heart to get hurt in the first place. We're just taking the roles that suit us best. You want to hug your sister with those arms, right? Then don't dirty your hands with the blood of the innocent. Cool.
Solemn, what are you going to do? The dragon carriage is going to arrive soon.
Urged to make a decision, Solemn opens his eyes. The contracted spirit looks at him with worry, and Solemn nods. He wasn't afraid of staining his hands with blood. He was just afraid of containing his other stronger self and getting Puka hurt. That's why.
Wolf, please.
Sure thing, you damn coward.
He takes out a mask and wears it, completing the ritual that switches Solemn and Wolf. In the next instant, the one who controls the body switches. Solemn's consciousness falls into darkness, and the one who surfaces in his place.
Looks like you're done switching.
Obviously. I'm purposely dressing up for you because I would have felt bad if you got confused. This is all out of love for you. Cool. You like that?
Yeah, thanks. Anyway, do you know what the situation is?
I've been listening from inside him. It would have been awesome if I got to see Sakura get all flustered. But hearing the panic in her message was good enough. Don't look at me like that, Puka. You and I will burn everything. The entire path will be a barren wasteland. And then we will go to our new world. Doesn't that excite you? What?
Isn't it hard, hurting yourself like this?
Don't look at me like that, Puka. I'm making progress. I'm not the same as that coward who's hiding.
Wolf glares and growls out those words, a completely different demeanor from his usual jesting laughs. He sees the dragon carriage plowing through the road of the slums at an amazing speed.
It's time. It's time! Let's get working, partner.
I know. I'm your partner. That's what was asked of me, so I will follow through.
That's right. Let's get this going.
Wolf becomes engulfed in flames with Puka's help, and he jumps high into the air. He then points his arm at the dragon carriage.
Yeah!
He begins his attack. Time returns to the present.
Whoa!
This is bad. Subaru, please take the reins. I'll shoot down that attack.
Natsuki, take the wheel! Wolf howls and emits flames that continue to chase after the dragon carriage. Even if I crouch down and brace myself, if we get hit with that even once, we're done for. We'll be burnt to a crisp. To prevent that, I grip the reins Amelia handed over to me to keep running the dragon carriage. Amelia stands up boldly and...
I've had enough of your recklessness. Now I'm really mad.
You look so adorable when you're mad. It's such a waste. If only you weren't a half-devil.
Don't be dumb! She's a half-elf and she's super cute! Don't make me burn all your nose hairs!
Subaru, keep your eyes on the road. And now's not the time to be saying nonsense.
Even though I was getting scolded by Amelia, I deftly controlled the dragon carriage to evade the flames. Wait, am I?
Patriché's amazing! I'm not even really doing anything!
I can sense how great this animal is just from how the reins feel. I know for sure that Patriché is a thoroughbred. I think I picked the best one at Karsten Manor.
Evasive maneuvers! Quick dash! Back dash! Sidestep!
Swirling around nicely, aren't you? This is so irritating, it makes me want to change my mask!
I don't know what good that would do, but do what you want.
If that keeps one of his hands busy, it'll make my attacks easier to connect.
The flashy magic battle between Amelia and Wolf unfolds around the dragon carriage. Amelia keeps her surroundings in mind, but Wolf doesn't show the same consideration. We have to be careful so that the slums don't get burned down.
We're always on hard mode here. I wanted to make our move in the slums in case he came after us, but...
It's okay, Subaru. We'll be fine. I'll keep the collateral damage at a minimum. And we're almost there.
Amelia fights valiantly, despite having more to deal with than Wolf. Her bluish-purple eyes turn to the bottom of the dragon carriage. As if waiting for that glance, the window that connects the coachman's seat and the dragon carriage opens up.
Subaru, listen.
No! You motherfucker! You piece of shit! Didn't even have a chance to respond! Fuck you! Fucking hell! How dare you! God damn it! That was instant!
There is! We're busy right now!
Welcome, Fire
Chased
Phoenix.
by a scary clown! Wait, I've heard of that urban legend before.
I can tell from all the shaking. It was real tough, so you better appreciate how hard this was for me.
I will. I definitely will. So what happened?
Boo, you're not being sincere about it. Fairy here worked so hard, too. And as a result, yeah, I think I can solve the issue with Miss Meowtie's throat like we talked about yesterday.
Nice!
That was truly great news from Ferris. I raise my fist into the air. All that's left is...
It's time to prep for the operation. We're almost at the rendezvous point. Mealy!
Sure. What should I do?
Oh, my, you're so obedient. Are you sure you want to follow my orders?
It's a little late for that. We've come this far. I'll believe in you till the end, Subaru.
I'm taken aback by Amelia's trust in me. My heart feels hot. My cheeks feel hot. My ears feel hot. Anyway, I'm getting pumped up.
All right, this is great! Let's do this! You trust me, so I won't let you down! Mealy, I'll tell you when to use your ice magic. Ferris, you get mentally prepared for the op.
You can count on me. What's an op? I guess you don't have time to answer.
It's what SSJ4 Gogeta is in, Dragon Ball Fighters.
I sure don't! We're starting the mission right now!
Alright, guys. Let's not be inappropriate in chat, please, for the love of God.
He circled around us again. That Subaru is strangely perceptive.
I don't think that's the case. It's the land dragon that's doing all the dodging. It's not technique. It was all his luck in choosing the land dragon. He pulled the best land dragon when it mattered most. That's the kind of luck he has. I'd say it's a talent I don't have.
You going soft on me? Then get out of here. I'll protect you and Solemn both. You two cowards can just go to the back and huddle together. Huh?
That's such an obvious taunt. You think I would be affected by those words now? Give me a break, oh great spirit. I am Wolf. I play dirty tricks and ambush all the time. I swear on my title of malevolent masked magician to defeat any opponent. They'll be just another victim. Nothing more, nothing less.
Wolf.
Ignoring Puka's call, he continues to shoot flames at the dragon carriage as it runs. Huge magic spells go off one after the other. Normally, one would run out of mana, but that is not an issue for Wolf, because
May the world unravel, spill from the cracks. Give me the strength to rise up.
on the palms of both his hands are the ominous sights of the opened evil eyes. When the evil eyes shine, something interesting happens. The evil eye of avarice absorbs mana in the area which Wolf devours and cycles into his body. As long as the world itself doesn't end, the supply is endless.
Run away all you want, you plebeians. I will burn you with my eternal flames.
The Great Spirit Puka creates the flames. Wolf's evil eye supplies infinite mana. Together, there is no battle that they cannot win with sheer force. That's why
Wolf! Something's wrong!
something is happening to the dragon carriage straight ahead. Before, they were using ice shards to block. Oh, but something is different about them now. The ice shards are even finer and smaller, like hail or raindrops.
What's going on? Why did they spread out their ice like that?
I've got a bad feeling about this. Maybe we should keep our distance.
Nah, it's a pain.
He holds up both hands to create an even bigger flame. Puka opens her eyes wide, but Wolf pays her no heed.
Whatever they're plotting, I'll incinerate them all here and now. Now, I don't have to be conservative and worry about being spotted by others.
Wolf, you can't be...
But I don't care anymore. I'll show them my full strength. Take this!
Hey! What about Melty?
The giant flame is unleashed despite Puka's scream, drowned out by the sound of the fire. The flames approach the dragon carriage, and it seems that there was no way to stop it. Once everything vanishes, dragon carriage and all.
It's over.
In the next instant, a white fog expands explosively. The white haze engulfs the flames along with Wolf and Puka, cutting off their vision.
Whoa! What's going on?
This fog. What are they trying to do?
When the haze clears, Wolf and Puka doubt their own eyes at the spectacle before them.
There's 3 dragon carriages?
They're all the same color and type. Which one's the carriage from earlier?
Right, they're freaked out. The plan is working.
I'm surprised that you came up with this plan. Using multiple identical carriages to confuse our pursuers? If it is underhanded tactics we are talking about, there is no one better than Barasu.
That's not really a compliment.
But we managed to catch the opponent off guard. Give enough time for Ram and me to jump in. Your little trick sure proved to be useful.
That's definitely not a compliment. I can tell, you know.
That's not my intention.
I was busy dealing with Ram and Julius, who jumped into the dragon carriage. Deep in my heart, I was cheering that the plan was working. Outside the window, the decoy dragon carriages were running alongside the real one. Thanks to the haze that Amelia created, the carriages keep shuffling, so they can't figure it out. All that's left is...
Hey! Stop fighting! Miss Crucier has joined the fray, so Fairy Hair doesn't have time to mess around with Mew. Julius, Ron, help me here! We need to get started!
Of course.
You can count on me.
Oh, Miss Crochet, I'll do my best!
Of course. I believe in you. I know you will give it your all, Ferris.
Crucier responds from the coach box with the reins in hand, even though her attendant's voice doesn't reach her. They've known each other for so long that she could close her eye and easily imagine her attendant's thoughts and actions. They each give an unwavering trust in the knowledge that the other will give it their utmost effort.
Such turmoil before the royal selection has even started. Goodness, it is never easy.
Miss Amelia, are you alright? Yes, I'm fine. Subaru and the others should be perfectly fine too. Thank you so much for making it on time. That almost turned out very badly for us. I only did what was expected. Sister and I were very worried. We can't turn back after we've come this far. Let's keep going all the way to the end. Agreed. Let's do this.
2 decoys and 1 real one. Damn, I can't attack carelessly.
Why not just do a flame that roasts all of them?
I know! Look at the coachman to find out which is which. Melty is on the dragon carriage with Subaru and his princess.
You sure they make it that obvious? If they're going to switch around, they must have considered that.
Oh, right. But...
I know. Damn it, damn it, damn it! Sakura was right. Who the hell are you, Subaru Natsuki?
I get the feeling that someone's mad at me.
Of course. You have done many things that people would get mad at you for.
Hey, shut up! Anyway, did you bring what I asked you?
I've gotten all of it. Clean blades, a table for surgery, cloth, and water. All of it. This is rather thorough.
I only have superficial knowledge of it. But the most important thing is to keep everything clean. If we mess up here, it'll be terrible.
If I have to do a trauma center stage, we're gonna be here all night.
Barusu, since you were so insistent about it, I put the blades over a flame beforehand. All that's left is...
The inside of the dragon carriage should be clean, but...
We can leave that to my buds.
Just as Julius says so, spirits of different colors dance around him.
Ia, Qua, Aro, Ik, In, Ness. They are all quasi-spirits that I've contracted with.
I'm sorry, Ia, Kua, Aro, Ik, In, Ness? Ness!
Quasi-spirits?
They are one rank below spirits. You can think of them as great spirit candidates.
Considering how I'm a knight in training, there's a bunch of candidates in this battle.
That includes the fake candidate in front of us.
Rom's tongue is sharp. I hope that surgical knife will be just as sharp. And while we were talking...
All right. We cleaned the carriage interior as best we could.
Courage!
The preparation should be complete.
The Courage interior!
We can start at any time. The divine protection of wind repel is working, so everything is stable.
And again, we're assuming that the dragon carriage won't get flipped on its side.
I don't want to sound ominous, but if Wolf somehow figures out which dragon carriage is the right one, or loses his patience while searching, that's a very real possibility. And
we don't have any anesthetics or something that can reduce pain, do we?
No problem. You're worried about pain? Then Fairy here's magic will lessen it.
Really? I guess that makes sense. Pain from getting your throat cut is unbearable. Okay.
I thought it said uncomfortable. The surgery is to help save her life. If she dies from the pain, that would make it all for nothing.
Still, I didn't know you could mimic anesthetics. Water magic must be real convenient.
When someone's heavily injured or they're very sick, all you can do is reduce their pain in most cases.
Well...
I realized what I said was careless and quickly regretted it. Ferris is a healing mage. In other words, a doctor. Even the best doctor in the kingdom can't save every life. That's a given.
But that is why your magic is the gentlest in this world. I am proud to have you as my friend.
That's not what I meant. Anyway, get Miss Meowty onto the table. We need to get started immediately.
Yes, sure.
Ferris seems to be hiding some embarrassment while Julius chuckles. Seeing this exchange between them makes me feel that there is a strong friendship there.
I know you don't have any friends, Barusu.
Hey, I do too, and they're both working on this mission. Oh, and there's also one doing his best trying to sell apples.
Yes, come on, Barusu, back to work.
I know. Jeez.
Rom pokes my back, and I head back toward Melty. Her surgery is about to begin on what I call the operating table. I need to prepare for that.
Melty, are you awake?
Melty looks around with dazed eyes. Understandably, she doesn't seem to know what's going on. Right when she thought she was on a dragon carriage, it got flipped over and she lost consciousness. Of course she's confused.
Sorry, I really wish I could explain in detail, but we don't have time. But you have to believe one thing. We will do everything we can to release you from your problems. So please believe in us. Melty?
I thought my pleading sounded sincere, but I frown upon seeing that she's not responding. Silence appears to be coming from something other than confusion. And as if to confirm my worries, Melty, oh, don't let a bug come out. Don't let a bug come out.
What?
I wasn't letting my guard down, but it all happened so quickly. Melty knocks me to the floor, and I see something strange in Melty's eyes.
That eye.
Get away from Barasu.
Hey, Rom, be careful!
Melty on all fours! Melty's off the string! What will she do?
I did go easy on her. What made her lose her temper?
No, that's not it! This isn't anger!
Miss Melty, can you hear me? Please say something. This is bad. It seems like her consciousness is clouded. Not only that.
Is she being manipulated? Could that be it?
Seems like I got them.
Got them? What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing. It's just that a lot of my plans have been ruined at every turn, so I'm very irritated right now. That's why I wanted to upset them at least once. Did you think I wouldn't spare any effort in setting up a way to spite them?
Don't tell me. Did you do something to Mel?
That's a matter of interpretation. All I wanted is for her to become more honest. I wanted her to wield her powers as ruler. That's all. So I gave her a little encouragement.
At the same time near the Lagunica. It's Lagunica! Wait. I'm gonna make sure. Hold on. What? Wait. According to the ReZero wiki, it's spelled Lugnica. Lugnica. It's not even Lagunica, it's Lugnica. Okay, but in the localization, it is spelled Lagunica, Lagun.
How many times do I have to tell you? You're not taking this seriously enough.
But I am taking it seriously enough. I've told him for months you're supposed to dip the Pop-Tarts in clam chowder, not tomato soup. Do I look like I'm not from Brooklyn?
Having an imposter in the royal selection is an emergency for the whole kingdom. There is no need to play roundabout tricks to expose these malcontents.
Oh, that. Yes, that is also important. Yes, that was my other answer.
You do have a point. However, Sir Bordeaux, I thought you had a strong dislike of Miss Amelia. The people in the castle are simply worried that your determination of who the imposter is will be based on nothing but mere conjecture.
That is a foolish concern. You can't be serious, Sir Miklatov.
Well now, I don't know about that.
Fine. I'll play along. It's true that I detest the half-devil candidate. I think it should be out of the question to even consider her. However, I would never be so short-sighted to think that things I dislike are evil.
It's okay to not like things. It's okay, but don't be a dick about it.
If I were that thoughtless and shallow, I would not be here today.
I don't know. Thinking that things you dislike are evil is how you get into any position of power in the United States.
I would have lost my life years ago on the battlefield during the Demi-Human War. Yet that didn't happen. That's my answer to you. Sir Miklatov, are you satisfied?
Quite. In any case, the Council of Wise Men is not a monolithic group, but we all strive for the peace of the kingdom. There is no doubt about that. I hope that we can have a constructive discussion about this.
It is as you say. By the way, about Miss Melty.
Her again. What is it? It's unlike you to be this way. You seem to be playing favorites.
No, but she was recommended by the Transcendent Dragon Church. She has the right disposition to maintain the covenant of the royal family with the Divine Dragon. I was simply thinking that...
What's the matter? Are you not well?
Sir Rickard!
Rickard suddenly screams out loud. No one in the room could hide their surprise. But that isn't all.
Sir Rickard, what is this?
Sir Bordeaux, is it not just Sir Rickard? This is the castle. No, the town as well?
What is going on? People all over the city began screaming out, quickly causing confusion everywhere.
Whoa! Damn it, what is this? This can't be happening. What the hell is going on? Laksha, Plum, please be safe.
Princess! 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 We got trouble!
What's with all the noise? I am in the middle of a book here. Don't interfere.
Yeah, sorry, I'll come again later. Wait, no! Now's not the time for that! There's something terrible happening in town. Everyone is wreaking havoc out there.
The Patriots lost the Super Bowl! It's total mayhem! Cars are being flipped! Windows are being broken!
Please, Princess. I hope you don't go and cause trouble. I'm not confident I can stop you.
Fool. This is where you should give your life to protect mine. In any case, I would never put myself in any compromising position.
Oh, well, I guess that's true. This must have something to do with what Bro said yesterday.
Probably.
Probably. So what are we going to do? Are you just going to let things...
Is there anyone attacking the manor?
None yet. I can't put Schultz at risk. So I did tell him to go into hiding.
Then it's fine. Good on you that you did your job without me having to tell you. The rest is up to them. We have nothing to do with this.
Is that really what you want?
Do you still not understand, Al? The world exists for my sake, after all. No matter how it all ends, it is nothing for me to trifle over. Just do your part and do it well. That is all you can do.
An ominous wind is starting to blow. What I feared is becoming a reality.
Is this due to Miss Melty's evil eye? I can hear it. I can hear the screams of the people throughout the royal capital. There are screams and cries of anger.
What the fuck is going on? Everyone driving the dragon carriages finds out what is happening in the royal capital. Everyone is affected by something horrible.
At this rate, the Great Escape will not be lasting too long.
Miss Amelia, Miss Crochet, please make your decision. Let's do this. That's why you two were brought here.
What's going on in town?
It's Melty.
What?
Melty's evil eye is going out of control. The people under her indoctrination are starting to wreak havoc. That woman must have done something.
Sakura, I knew that woman would do something like this. Damn, we've been had.
For a brief moment, Wolf hesitates, but it was only a brief moment.
We can't let this opportunity go to waste. Find the dragon carriage that Melty is on. I'll blow away the other two.
Got it. I'll try.
Puka nods, but then her eyes suddenly widen. The fleeing dragon carriages all go off in different directions.
Why would they do this now?
Now I can't tell which is the right one.
They play such petty tricks. Damn it.
She laid a trap. Damn that conniving woman.
No time to complain. I can't do the surgery at this rate. We're completely short on time.
Miss Rom, can you match my movements?
Who do you think you're talking to? Fear and bow before me.
Now then.
While Ferris and I wonder what's going on, Rom and Julius synchronize and dive toward Melty.
Stay put!
We don't want to get rough on you.
Melty tries to fight them, but she doesn't stand a chance against both of them. Melty isn't a fighter in the first place. Her power of indoctrination is the only thing dangerous about her, but you only need to avoid being touched by her hands. So?
We have her held down. Do it now.
Ferris, please!
Got it! I'll make sure it doesn't hurt, so sleep!
Jigglypuff.
Right when Ferris waves over Melty, her body relaxes. I'm relieved that she doesn't show any signs of resistance, but...
Useless, Baruzu. Now is not the time to relax.
Huh? It appears that Miss Melty acting this way was purposely triggered by someone. It's likely that it also affected the people under the effect of her evil eye.
What? Then...
Yep, that's right.
It's a good thing we asked them to stay behind in case something happened.
Just do the surgery already!
Sir Rickard!
This is not good. Rickard has gone mad. Protect Lord Miklatov, otherwise...
Oh, there's no need for that.
What?
Excuse me. That's quite powerful. But anyway...
Margrave Mathers!
Oh, excuse me. It's an emergency, so I hope you'll allow a vase or two to be broken.
They're all like, ew, shit. What now? Roswell suddenly appears and knocks out Rickard. Many confused looks turn toward him.
Margrave Mathers, it appears that you have an idea of what is happening to Sir Rickard.
Yes, he appears to be unconscious after suffering a very sudden and unexpected blow to the head. I wonder who could have done that. Yes, to be quite honest, yes. There are some machinations behind this incident, but...
But what? If you know something, say it! This goes beyond just us at the castle. We must hurry, otherwise the people in town...
Oh, you have no need to worry about that. I've taken the proper precautions.
Oh, that's reassuring. What are they?
Well, I suppose you can say the future of the kingdom of Lagunica is bright.
This craziness is everywhere.
Even though he abandoned his shop, Kataman still was unable to get to his destination. He is trying to get back home to his wife and child.
Laksha! Plum! Damn it. I have no time to waste. If I don't go back, who's gonna protect my family?
He smacks his face loudly and takes a big stride forward. He is quickly surrounded by a violent mob on the streets.
I'm not good at holding back. I'm not trying to kill you, but don't blame me if you die.
He punches, kicks, and throws the mobs that rush him, but they aren't acting on their own will. He doesn't want to go too hard on them. It would have been so much easier if he attacked to kill, but Kataman did his best to hold back. It may be foolish, but he isn't confident he could hug his family again if his hands were stained with blood.
Come on, stop hiding and run away! I can't hold them back all on my own!
While fighting off the mob, he continues to help others get away. He shouts at people cowering in fear. He pushes people who are trying to hide. Hiding is useless when you're up against beasts. His opponents may look human, but their spirits are closer to those of beasts. They attack based on primal instinct, so he fights them using his fists, legs, and elbows. The feeling of impact is sickening. Amongst it all,
That's...
out of the corner of his eye, Kataman sees a small silhouette, and he quickly jumps in that direction. If such a frail body is attacked, they'll be broken easily. He has to go and rescue them before that happens. But...
Hey kid, if you stay here!
Kataman hesitates for a split second. In assessing the enemy, he never imagined that children could be among them. The child grabs onto him, stopping him in his tracks. The mob then rushes him. If he gets pushed down, he'll be done for. He tries to protect the child from being crushed on his way down, but before then...
I like your courage. You're a man among men.
What?
But you should never give up. Never ever until the very end. Anyway, Tivy.
Understood. Let's do this, everyone.
It happens in a matter of seconds. Right when an unfamiliar girl appears, she gives out orders that cause many beastmen to rush onto the scene, suppressing the entire mob. All the men, women, and children grabbing onto Kataman are shut down, one after another. Seeing their coordination, power, and most of all, the fact that it was a group battle consisting of only beastmen, Kataman immediately comes to a realization. The only people that can handle furry drama are other furries.
Are you the Iron Fang?
Oh, you know your stuff. I thought we weren't all that well known around these parts yet.
Thank you for the subscription, Little Will Kitten.
At this rate, maybe I should reconsider how to sell myself.
How to sell yourself?
Mm-hmm. I'm Anastasia Hoshin. You'd better remember this face and name. I can make things worth your while.
Anastasia Hoshin.
Kataman squats down on the spot upon hearing that name, and seeing how quickly things had been taken over. Seems like the minor players are done here. It wouldn't hurt to take a break now.
Anyway, you sure showed yourself to be a man back there. How about it? Would you want to work with me?
It's an honor, but I think I'll pass. Because I have a wife and kid I need to go check on.
That's a manly answer there, too.
My lady, we cleaned up things over here. We're heading to the next spot, right?
Of course. We have to get more people to owe us favors. This is where we do our business. We can't fall behind other kids that are working hard.
Oh shit! They show up too?
What's going on? Those guys are nuts!
They had a crazy look in their eyes. Didn't listen to a word we said. This is too much. We better get out of here, quick!
Man up!
Ton!
Jin!
Con! You're all so pitiful for being so ready to run away. You don't have much chance to show off in your entire lives. If you don't stand your ground here, when are you going to?
Imagine being Lucian Dodge and coming in for a recording session, and the first lines that you're being asked to say, the director goes, okay, so here's the context. You're helping provide a distraction so a girl can get incisions made in her throat. Go.
You don't know what you're talking about.
What the hell can we do in this situation? All we can do is run around like headless chickens!
Yeah, what could a bunch of outcasts like us do anyway?
Do you seriously think that? If you're serious about that, then there's nothing more I can say to you. Be the loser that you are, and just turn tail and run.
I think it's Armin Taylor as Tone.
I'm going.
It's Lucian
I don't wanna
Dodge as
make
Chin.
excuses for myself.
And no, Armin Taylor is Khan. Chris Tergliafera. I think Chris Tergliafera is Tone.
What good is thinking like that going to do?
When you live with a purpose, you'll never have regrets no matter how you die. Then again, just do what you want. I'm off to contain this mob the best I can.
The three men watched the girl run off, then turned to each other. The tumult of the mob can be heard in the distance. The three knew it was dangerous to stay there, which was why they had escaped so desperately in the first place. They know it would be stupid to go back there. And yet...
Damn it! That brat just told us off! Making excuses? What's wrong with that? It's better to be alive than dead. But...
Hey, Ratchins! Camberley!
What?
I think I dropped something of mine over there.
Yeah?
I think it's something real important. So I gotta go get it back.
Hey, are you serious? If you dropped it there, just give it up!
I can't do that. Because I'd be as good as dead without it.
Did you really drop something that important? Yes, Don. Don't tell me you want to help that kid out?
Cut it out. You know I'm not like that. I'm just gonna go pick up what I dropped. So, about that, you guys probably dropped the same thing.
What? Me too? When did that happen?
Yeah, I think so.
This is
so,
cute.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. Damn it all! Ah! Fine, I'll do it. Damn it all!
I knew you had it in you. Let's go, Camberley.
What? But I don't even know what I dropped.
What a brief scene to show up in.
Those guys. Looks like they've got it in them after all.
If that's the only lines they say in this whole game, that's like a 5-minute session right there. I'm not even kidding. They'd be done in less than half an hour.
All right, I'm ready now. Show them what we slum dwellers are made of. Let's go!
I need another pee break. Oh my god.
Let's get a record of that, shall we?
So this is the part that I'm worried about. Because even after streaming for 2 hours, we have not actually gotten to the part where we start doing the surgery. And that worries me because I feel like we're gonna have another big build-up, then the surgery, then the success, then the mission, then the post-mission story, and then the epilogue. And I don't know if that's gonna take another 5-6 hours to do all of that. I was hoping this wouldn't be as long as a Cold Steel scene, but now... Chaos spreads throughout the royal capital, with new battles breaking out everywhere to contain it. Then,
Why is that?
insects fly through the air, closing in on Tiga. Sakura continues her one-sided offensive without even breaking a sweat. Meanwhile, a reaction should have been triggered in the bugs planted inside Melty, causing everyone under the effects of the evil eye within the capital to go into a frenzy at once. Its effects should have sent a wave through the slums as well, and yet...
The situation hasn't changed at all. Why? How?
Something is wrong. Sakura doesn't understand. Everything should have finally been going according to her plan, but...
You seem to be losing your edge, Sakura. You sure you want to be distracted while facing me?
Tiga strikes down the bugs and moves as quick as an arrow. Sakura slows him down with more bugs, then leaps backward to get more distance between them. She then follows up with another wave of ranged attacks. She had been repeating this strategy the entire fight, but her attempts to take him down have been unsuccessful.
Oh, Tiga, you're much tougher than I thought. You must be wounded all over. And your bleeding won't stop with the type of bugs I've been using. I'm sure you're feeling dizzy right about now. Or are you able to remain standing all out of love for Melty?
That's right. It's out of love for Mel. Not that you'd understand what love is. I know that love can empower you. Just thinking about Mel gives me more power than all of the blood I've lost.
You don't know when to shut up. Just like that Subaru.
That's starting to seem like a badge of honor. Turns out he's a greater person than I expected. I was getting worried when you started talking so much. But it sounds like your plot was a dud after all. Too bad for you, Subaru Natsuki has one-upped you every step of the way, Sakura Element. That's the truth.
How dare you! That foolish little brat cannot possibly get the better of...
Just as Sakura is about to finish her sentence.
Well, well, we cannot have that. It stands to reason that you're unable to win when you've miscalculated your enemy. It appears that your defeat could not be avoided.
Wilhelm?
What?
It's you!
Both of them turn in surprise toward the voice. The silhouette bows while fluttering in the dry wind of the slums. There stands.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Wilhelm Trios. I am but a humble swordsman and subject of Duchess Cruce Carsten.
There is a formidable air about the old swordsman. Sakura feels her throat go dry upon hearing him declare his name.
Wilhelm Trias? Where have I heard that name before?
And just as I did before, it's time for me to run through this sword through a white whale!
I would say I've come to help, but that is not the case. I am not here to assist you, but to fight in your stead.
What do you mean?
There's chaos breaking out all around the royal capital as we speak. I have been quelling the unrest for some time now. However, in my experience, these things must be dealt with at the source. That is why I will take over from here.
But that woman is the mastermind behind this all.
Well, no, Color. Sakura doesn't actually play the gacha games. She just gets paid to find and deal with all the bugs.
Make no mistake. Is your objective to defeat the enemy? Is your objective to defeat the enemy?
Tiga considers the question that was repeated to him and gulps loudly.
No, it's not. My objective is to help Mel.
Very good. My land dragon is just around the corner in the back street. You should be able to ride it to catch up. Now go.
Thank you for everything.
Not to worry. This old man finds joy in these things. A long time ago, many people helped to set the stage for me. And now I must repay that favor.
Tiga nods, lets out a sigh, and finally sheaths his sword. He then turns to Sakura.
Sakura.
Tiga, I won't allow this.
Mel is not fit to be ruler. Even if she has the power, she can choose not to follow that path. I want to have Mel choose for herself.
Tiga turns around and runs off, and Sakura reaches out toward him as he leaves.
Stop! Stop! Tiga!
Sakura's bugs swarm forth at her cry, their wings buzzing in a frenzy. However...
How uncouth.
Oh! Wilhelm! Whoa! Buddy! Buddy! Yo! Can we talk for a moment? Can we fucking discuss here how angry this man looks? Oh, he mad. Oh, he is so angry. Holy shit. My man is out for blood.
As they fly toward their target, a flashing blade cuts through them in an instant. Sakura feels a chill go down her spine upon witnessing the sheer mastery of the sword.
You call yourself a humble swordsman? This is...
I've simply wielded the sword for a long time. With my lack of natural talent, that is all there is to it. Though in my years, I've learned to understand the principle of things.
Principle?
Indeed. A man will go to the woman he loves. Standing in the way is the epitome of boorishness. Prepare yourself. Our paths may not have crossed until this fated day, but your head shall be mine for this aged sword devil's taking.
Sword devil? I see. The sword devil.
Upon hearing the alias of the old swordsman, Sakura looks up at the sky. Tiga, being not a bird, is nowhere in sight now. Left all alone, Sakura begins to laugh.
This can't be! How did this happen? All of my plans were discovered! My plots all exposed! How is that possible? It's like he saw through everything! Subaru Natsuki! What did you do, Subaru Natsuki?
Get Melty on the table and start the surgery, quick! Roswell's going to the castle, Anastasia's going to the Nobles District and Shopping District, and Felt's heading to the slums. But we aren't out of the woods yet. We need Melty to get back to her senses as soon as possible.
You don't have to keep repeating yourself. I know my role here.
Subaru, you should calm down. You've done enough already. Leave the rest to us.
Besides, you'll just get in the way. Are you sure you want to see all the blood and guts?
I'm actually not that good with gore.
Why do I sound quieter than everyone else in this
I
scene?
hate to leave now, but I'll go outside. But my heart is with you guys. If you feel lonely, just think of me and...
Shut up. Hurry up and go.
Come on! I'm waiting outside!
Lee, what's the situation?
Subaru, is everything okay in there?
When you're stuck in traffic, trying to get your Starbucks?
Yeah, the surgery is starting. I have a feeling something bad is happening in the city.
Let's leave that to the others. We have to do our own job.
Right. We can't be worrying about everything at once. We only have so many hands between us. We just need to grasp what's in front of us with both our hands.
Yes, and we're fleeing in different directions from the other dragon carriages right now. I don't see Wolf behind us anymore, so I think we're okay.
I don't want to guess based on hope. Never be too optimistic, or...
Right as I was about to review our plans to make sure we didn't miss anything,
Subaru!
That's...
Amelia cries out,
And Subaru also sees what's directly ahead of the dragon carriage.
There he is!
Did he circle around us? But how did he get in front of the dragon carriage?
No, there's something else going on.
the three dragon carriages had split off into different directions, but their ultimate destinations were the same, south of the royal capital.
So all he had to do was wait at the south of the city and attack all three at once. A simple yet effective tactic.
Normally he shouldn't have enough mana to do this, but...
It's coming!
You can stop me!
Wolf howls, and a horrifically large ball of fire appears above his head. I don't know much about that magic, but even I can tell that thing is abnormally powerful. I only have a few drops of mana according to Puck and Beatrice. I could use up my reserves thousands of times without filling up that much firepower. Wolf launches the attack toward us without mercy.
Wolf! What? Tega! I won't let you! Malice in that dragon carriage!
Whoa! Tega slices deep into Wolf's arm. The giant ball of fire is slightly veered off course as it's hurled away from Wolf's muscular arm. The brief exchange between Tega and Wolf is obscured by the fireball in the way. The ball of fire continues toward us.
Don't worry, Subaru. We should be able to handle that.
Mealy?
It might have been dangerous if it was just me here, though.
I'll follow your lead. There's no time to practice, but can you do it?
Yes! Leave it to Subaru's friend! You heard them. Hang tight, Subaru!
Got it! Wait, where do I hang on?
I tried to follow Amelia's direction and look for something to hang on to at the coachman's seat. Haha, based? Based on what?
One blow, 100 felt!
Ow, Yuma! Open the way!
While I panic, Amelia, Rem, and Cruchet unleash their powerful attacks. They shoot forth and collide with the fireball, causing it to break apart in an explosion of light. Even sound vanishes in that moment, and the world is engulfed in a white light. No, it just disappeared from sight. Slowly, sound and color return to my world.
What happened?
If you can speak, it means we ended up fine.
Patrichet cries out while pulling the carriage as if in response to Amelia's comment. Amelia then smiles.
I'm fine too. Does it hurt anywhere, Subaru?
I think I'm fine. Wait, Mealy, don't you think you're really close?
Because you grabbed onto my hips.
Huh? I realize what's happening and let out a cry of panic.
Sorry! I didn't do it on purpose! I really didn't! You smell real nice. I mean, that's not what I meant to say!
Hey, Subaru!
Thank you
watch
for the
out.
host.
If you back away too much.
Huh?
Despite Amelia's warning, I step back onto empty air. I get thrown out of the dragon carriage and nearly crash into the ground.
Come on now. It'd be pretty sad if this is how you died.
Whoa! Sorry about that. Thanks a bunch. Wait, Tega?
Cool it, will ya? No need to react so weirdly.
How could I not? I thought you stayed behind in the slums. Where's Sakura? Did you beat her?
Yeah. Are you okay?
I didn't even notice what they said. You'll have to tell me in DM.
To deal with. Oh, but thank you for saving Subaru. You're such a scatterbrain, Subaru.
Haven't heard that in a while.
Whoa. Both of you, calm down. First, I didn't defeat Sakura. Someone else took my place.
Took your place? Who?
An old man called Wilhelm. He claimed to be a swordsman who serves Miss Cruchet.
Wilhelm. Did Cruchet send him out for us?
Cruchet really knows what she's doing.
That's because I left before the fight ended. That old man gave me a lecture. He said I have to do what a man is supposed to do by being next to the woman I love. That's the gist of it anyway.
It's like you to say that. So are you here for Melty's surgery?
Yeah. I want to watch by her side. If I won't get in the way, that is.
That depends on the guys inside, but I think it's okay. That said...
I have pushed nothing except for right on the joystick, A, and B to cancel save. That's it. I look at the silhouette on the ground in the wake of the dragon carriage. Wolf lays face up on the path as we continue to move away. His all-out attack was deflected by Amelia and the others. Then he was struck down by Tika's ambush. he doesn't have the strength to get back up.
Doing surgery inside, so we can't afford to lose the divine protection of wind repel. We won't be able to stop the dragon carriage.
Yeah, I know. You don't have to stop. I'm going to go see Mel. I want to stay by the woman I love.
Got it.
Are you sure it's okay to go inside? I heard what they're doing to Melty is really painful.
He's prepared for it. It's not right for me to say anything.
Okay.
The overwhelming smell of blood hits me the moment I enter, making me realize what a monumental task they are facing. The seats of the dragon carriage were removed, and a table seemed to have been jammed in there. On top of that table lay Mel. And over that table...
Julius, I need more light. Rom, hold her down tightly.
Ferris, calm down. If you rush this, you could make a grave mistake.
I know that. But I've never done such a weird treatment where you fix one part and leave the other.
Just focus on what you want to do. Julius and I will help you.
I'm giving
No!
a piece of my mind later.
The three surround the table Mel is on while they exchange words fervently. The thick smell of blood is permeating the interior. Mel's throat is cut open with a sharp blade. I'm almost overtaken by a violent impulse, but I quickly mumble those magic words to myself.
Inner peace.
I immediately regain my calm. Not only does my divine protection of insensitivity prevent others from affecting my mind, but it allows me to maintain my sense of calm. I can paralyze fear, forget worries, freeze anger, and push away sorrow, allowing me to stave off the negative aspects of emotions. I don't allow myself to get agitated. I remain calm and quickly realize what they are trying to do. They open up Mel's throat and forcefully open the blocked esophagus.
What the?
Dumbfounded, I continue to watch their seemingly barbaric act. It's a logical method, although I never would have thought of it. Mel's body had been reconstructed, so healing magic could not return her to normal. Mel's body considers her current state whole, so healing magic can't save her. That's why.
Oh, an uninvited guest.
That's a bit mean to say. I got permission from the two outside to come in here.
Outside? Oh, you mean Barisu and Miss Amelia? Their permission is meaningless here. Unfortunately for you, they have no authority to let you in.
Setting Subaru aside, I'm surprised you'd say that about Miss Amelia.
I'm slightly taken aback by Rom's words, but I'm relieved to see that she's maintaining her presence of mind as well.
Tiger? How'd you get here?
I got saved by this really powerful old man. He said he was a swordsman for Miss Cruchet.
Oh, it was Old Man Will? An excellent move by Miss Cruchet. And you came at a good time. Come on over.
Me?
Oh, I'm so glad they covered up her throat. I walk over to where the three are crowded around Mel to get a better look at her. Yo, Persona cut-ins! Mel is unconscious with her throat cut open. Seeing her lying there, pale as a corpse, I feel the color draining from my own face. But I see her small chest moving with each breath, and I wash away my anxiety with inner peace.
What should I do? I'll have you know that I probably can't help in cutting open Mel's throat. It's impossible for me to put a knife into the woman I love. You'll have to ask someone else.
I'm not going to ask someone to do something so advanced on the fly. It's something else.
Can you hold on to Miss Melty's hand?
Her hand?
You get the best job out of all of us. Yes, hold onto her hand.
I'm confused by their request. They want me to hold on to Mel's hand while this grand procedure is going on. I don't have a clue as to what the point of doing such a thing would be.
I wouldn't recommend it if we were working with healing magic here. You wouldn't want to transfer mana onto the patient through touch. But when it comes to this surgery thing, I want you to be holding her hand.
In front of all these people? That's something private, you know.
At times, that can be what saves the patient.
Rom?
When nightmares keep you up at night, having someone's warmth by your side can make all the difference. That is enough to get you through those sleepless nights. even such cheap miracles can happen.
No, if there's one thing I've learned from the internet, it's that making your hand warm is what causes you to pee yourself.
The cheap part was unnecessary.
Despite her brazen tone, there's kindness in Rom's words. I take a deep breath. And then...
Fine.
I gently hold Mel's hand. She's unconscious, her throat open with its interior exposed. Despite everything going on, her heart pulses strong and hot, like she's fighting for life. I feel like this is Mel's response to me, and I set my mind on staying by her and never letting go.
I can't do much else, but I won't let go of your hand, Mel. I know you don't like having your hand held, and the reason behind it, but...
I already decided long ago.
I won't let go.
It appears you're all out of tricks.
Cruchet points her sword at Wolf, who lies at her feet.
How pathetic of me. I fell right into the trap.
No matter how much you may plot, you are no match for Subaru. Your acts of barbarism end here.
Are they really gonna just, like, do this entire climax scene with no mission and no choice making?
Barbarism. Barbarism, huh? Is that what the desperate struggles of outcasts like me look like to you?
I swear when I was recording for this, it felt like I had to record for multiple outcomes of this scene. So I'm very surprised they have not had us make any choices by now.
Don't make any sudden movements. I've heard from Subaru Natsuki that he wants to help you.
But we also have not had... We also haven't had any of these things show up. So there's nothing for us to pick from.
But I will show no mercy if you resist. That goes for Rem here as well.
Yes, Rem will not hold back. So please do not resist.
You want to help me? How kind of you. But I reject your help. I have no desire for your mercy.
Wolf spits out the words like a curse. Rem and Cruchet feel their bodies weighed down and immediately realize the cause. Wolf's evil eye can absorb the mana of others. Knowing this, they were quick to react.
We did warn you.
There will be no second warning.
Cruchet and Rem take a stance simultaneously, while Wolf smiles under his mask. They strike at him, and he's unable to dodge with his body being unresponsive.
Puka's gone too.
He cracks a wry smile at his own pitiful words. His partner was now gone, which was completely understandable. There was no bond between Puka and himself in the first place. Puka was simply assigned to him, or rather, Solemn, to keep an eye on things. Wolf had interjected himself between them, so they couldn't have thought of each other as anything but a nuisance. They ended up spending the most time with each other while following orders, but they never once trusted each other. Now he lay there in the moments between life and death, but there was no way she would be around to...
My goodness. I'm such a softie. What?
Puka takes Rem and Cruchet's attack in place of Wolf. Despite being a spirit with no physical body, the impact sends a fatal shock through her. Spirits are beings with an odd as their core, or ode as their core. If it's broken, their soul scatters. And once it's damaged, even spirits cannot avoid death.
Kitsy, thank you very much for the tier 1 subscription. Welcome back.
That's why.
Puka!
Puka slowly falls, and Wolf catches her tiny body. He desperately calls out to the fleeting life in his hands, trying his hardest not to shake her.
Puka, you idiot! What were you thinking? Why did you protect me?
Stop shouting in my ear.
Why?
Idiot. Who'd want to help a jerk like you? But I had no choice. Your body is Sun's. And your face, too.
Puka.
No! I don't know about any of this because I only saw the parts where I have lines to say. I had no idea this was gonna happen.
You're solemn, only on the outside. So this is sort of a compromise.
Puka smiles weakly and goes limp. Wolf tries to hold on to the life growing faint in his hands.
No, please. Wait, Lady Puka. You. This isn't like you. You should be cursing at me like usual. You hated being used by me, didn't you? How can you die like this? You were supposed to grow to become a great spirit. How can... Puka?
Puka's body begins to glimmer and fade. It's a sign of impending death that even spirits cannot avoid. A precursor to disappearing and melding into the rest of the world.
Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum.
Hey, no. This has to be some kind of joke. Don't die, Puka. Don't die for a coward like me. Don't!
Miss Crochet! The attack landed, though the intended target was not hit.
Yes, I believe it's over.
Even without exchanging many words, they knew the result of what they had done. It was clear that there was no need to pressure Wolf, the man who called himself the malevolent masked magician, any further.
I will need to report this tragic incident to Subaru.
But we can't change what happened. I will go apologize to Subaru Natsuki with you. I have enough reason to do so.
No, if I want to hurt you guys, I go,
Yes, and no.
All that was left to do was to restrain Wolf and regroup with Subaru and the others. Once Melty's surgery is complete, everything would be settled. Though they still had to capture Sakura.
This is...
Just then, as the two turned their attention to what they would do next, a powerful sense of fatigue suddenly comes crashing down upon them. They had been hit with the same effect earlier, but the draining sensation is far more powerful this time.
I won't let you die. I won't let you die. No way!
Wolf mumbles to himself as he stands, colorful mana shimmering thickly in the air around him like a rainbow shroud.
The concentration of mana is so thick that it's visible. Is he absorbing it endlessly?
Crochet shudders at the thought. They knew Wolf's evil eye could absorb mana from others, but...
All vessels have their limit. If you absorb mana beyond your capacity, you will crack and shatter.
I don't care!
Wolf absorbs mana at an accelerated rate as his emotions heighten, bringing Rem and Crochet to their knees. Wolf holds Puka in his arms, transferring mana into her while crying tears of blood.
I don't care if I end up breaking. Her core is already cracked. I have to keep feeding her mana to keep her from disappearing. And that's what I'll do. I don't care if I end up draining the whole world. I'll keep her alive until the very last moment. Now, awaken and fight once more! Great Spirit of Fire, Puka! Incinerate my soul along with our enemies!
Oh! Oh!
It can't be.
Let's do this, Puka! We will destroy the enemy! To the south of the royal capital. Pursue the fleeing enemies. Melty must be there. We need to get her and her evil eye back.
It's this fire starter of Gen 8.
That accursed royal capital. Those detestable citizens. Give us everything!
Chat, if this were a fire starter Pokemon, what would you name it? Like, what would its official name be?
This is bad. He's after Melty Christie's.
Let us go, Miss Crochet.
Rem.
The person I care about, as well as your first knight, are all in Wolf's path. We must catch up and help stop him at all costs.
Crochet closes her eyes upon hearing Rem's strong yet sorrowful plea. Her amber eyes then open once more, and she nods deeply.
Naturally, that is what we must do. Fortunately for us, the effect of his evil eye has lessened due to him expanding its range of effect. Now we should be able to catch up. However,
Crochet turns to see that the land dragon that had been pulling the carriage is now unconscious. It had been robbed of its mana like Crochet and Rem. Crush! Like Crush and Rem. What's up, dude? We're here to save the world. Cut open a girl's throat. Totally tubular! Leaving it unable to run in this state.
we won't be able to catch them on foot.
We must do something.
Then would you ladies like a ride?
That voice.
Husband?
It's you.
Husband?
A few minutes had passed since Tiga entered the dragon carriage for Melty's surgery. If all went well, we were planning on stopping the dragon carriage. Regrouping with the others, and hoping for a successful operation. But things didn't pan out that way.
Mealy, am I seeing things? If I am, then I just need to go to the hospital.
No, I don't think you are. Because I can see it too.
Ooh, I like Chitember. Chitember is I like that.
Thought so.
Chitember would evolve into... Hold on. Oh, Chitember should evolve into Flacorn. Flacorn. Flame, like flame and acorn. I let out a dry laugh as Amelia confirms my suspicions. I couldn't help it, because I never imagined we'd be facing a hulking thing like that.
That thing is probably after us, right?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It's the little spirit that was next to Wolf.
That's Puka?
She has the same face. Can't you tell?
I haven't seen very many spirits, mind you.
I have no reason to doubt Amelia, and there's no way a giant, completely unrelated spirit would suddenly appear here. That's Puka. She must have grown in size somehow, and is now coming after us with a ferocious look in her eyes. If we don't do something,
she'll set everything on fire, and Wolf seems to be absorbing mana everywhere he's going.
Thanks to Felt, Anastasia, and Roswell's efforts, Melty's evil eye is under control for now. But that equilibrium will easily be broken with Wolf and Puka's wild rampage. And we can't stop the dragon carriage because we can't afford to pause the surgery in the middle of the operation. That leaves only one option.
Mealy, let's leave the city. We can't let them stay inside the royal capital.
Oh yes. Here's my battle network. Hold on, I gotta make sure it's showing appropriately. I managed to nab a Battle Network shirt back when it was up for a day on, it was either Yeti or something like that. They have reprinted this shirt since then, but the new shirt is in a faded lighter blue, like everything is washed out. This is, as far as I know, the only print of this shirt that has the full coloration. And I'm so glad that I snagged it in the original color palette. I got some really good shirts this year. We got the Luxray shirt from Saphiro. We got the Battle Network shirt. We got the Link's Awakening remake shirt. I'm really happy with the shirts I got this year.
You're right. At this rate, they'll burn down the whole city. Let's take them outside before that happens.
I agree that it's more like hub style, Kitsy, but between you and me, I prefer, like, solid colors. I don't like washed out colors.
And our destination should be...
Let's head for that easy-to-spot landmark that we saw on the way from the manor to the royal capital.
The KFC!
The Flugels tree.
Yeah, that! Riding atop the burning spirit, Wolf catches sight of the dragon carriage fleeing it. He is riding Puka! Wolf is riding Puka like a monster hunter mount.
Are they leaving the royal capital? Another optimal decision.
Despite his silent curses, he felt like applauding their exemplary tactics at the same time. This was the first time in his life that he had to fight so desperately. But just as much as the irritation and anger he felt, there was an equal sense of respect for the valiant effort put up by his opponents.
Thanks to you, I was able to ascertain my own limits.
Okay, Emmy, I want you to imagine Puka holding up Sasuke against the wall with that hand of hers.
I thank you for that. Now die.
No matter how good they were at choosing the optimal solution, he could simply burn them all down with overwhelming firepower. Tactics are useless in the face of power. Wolf knows that better than anyone. Though, to be precise, this came from Solemn's memory rather than Wolf's. Memories of being trampled on and stolen from. A sight from hell where the strong abuse the weak. He was born, or rather, Puka comes over to Subaru and goes, "Let go of Melty."
Okay.
Because of that hell.
I came straight from hell. Burn just as brightly.
Puka grabs Subaru by the throat, and you get that, you know, like when you squeeze like a tiny stuffed animal and it lets out that little, like, clown nose squeak.
I will absorb everything and show you what hell is like.
This is bad.
Rom comments while looking out the window, and Tiga looks up while still holding on to Melty's hand. The surgery is still ongoing. While covered in sweat, Ferris continues this unfamiliar operation. Julius assists his friend, and they continue on with the delicate, impromptu procedure. Then Rom.
It appears the dragon carriage is leaving the royal capital. If we remain in the city, it will result in unspeakable damage.
Leaving the city? Did something happen?
Oh yes, you cannot see it from here, but that spirit is not holding back any longer.
Upon hearing the word spirit, Tiga's eyes open wide.
A spirit? Puka.
I'm a spiritual arts user myself, though not much of one. But I can tell that the spirit from earlier has evolved to become a true great spirit.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, we're probably way too far now. We are probably way too far to go back. I don't even see Subaru. Yeah, no, we can't go back. The Eep is gone.
How did that spirit come to cooperate with Wolf?
It's the same as Sakura. This mother that Sakura serves ordered Puka to keep an eye on Solemn. Puka's been with us ever since. Compared to Sakura, she's much better company. Even so, I could never figure out what Puka was really thinking. She appeared to be kind and considerate, but she purposely sided with Wolf, someone who let Sakura tell him what to do. So...
Well, in the first place...
Ferris interrupts even while maintaining focus on the surgery.
What is Wolf? His real name is Solemn, and he's Miss Meowty's big brother, right? Then why would he go against Miss Meowty?
I don't know anything about Wolf, but anyone can tell that it's not just Solemn putting on an act. Solemn and Wolf are too different. They really are different people.
A deafening silence overcomes the carriage after Tiga's explanation. Then...
There are two people inside of him. I have heard such things can happen.
That there are two people in one?
The vessel of the human body is much more complex and deep than it appears. So this sort of unusual circumstance is possible.
Then, if that's the case, I think Solemn is on Mel's side, just like me. But I don't know about Wolf. He could be fighting his own battle.
Thank you for the follow.
But what?
We've come this far without ever exchanging words. That's it.
I see.
There's sorrow in Tiga's eyes as he speaks, and no one has the heart to question him further. Thank you as well for the follow. The smell of blood grows stronger in the carriage. Melty's breath becomes more shallow and drawn out. How's the surgery going? Is it going well? Or perhaps something unusual is happening? No one is talking about that. No one knows for sure what will happen. But everyone shares the same desire to save her. So,
That sound. Did something hit us?
wow, that sounded dangerous. We almost died. Shit.
We're in the middle of something important here. Cut out the shaking.
The healing magic activates to reduce blood loss while Ferris continues the surgery. While looking to the side,
This is bad.
Rom whispers softly. The sky begins to turn red, but not from the fire spirit's flames scorching everything in sight. The sun is setting, casting a hellish red glow on the world itself. We continue forward in the dragon carriages, surrounded by the all-encompassing red light.
We've left the royal capital. We've been running for hours.
I'm more worried about the land dragon and everyone we have in the carriage.
Emilia is right to be concerned. Surgery that lasts for hours can be incredibly draining. Especially considering that for Ferris and the others, this is their first time performing surgery without healing magic. The mental toll on them must be astronomical. On top of that, this has to be done while being pursued by the enemy. I feel sorry for putting Ferris up to this. Speaking of being sorry, I feel the same way for my wife, our land dragon, Patricia.
Sorry for making you run for hours, Patricia, but you're our only hope. Thanks to you, we reduced the damage to the royal capital. We'll fight the best we can. Please, hold up with us till the end.
That is not how she sounds in the anime. Maybe my voice reached Patricia, because Patricia gives a reassuring cry as if in response to my plea. But still.
We can't keep running forever.
Mealy.
I'm sure you're thinking the same thing, Subaru. Even if we keep running, he'll catch up to us. It'll be too late then.
Water burps. Emilia's decision-making is bold. If we delay now, we'll just end up losing. However,
Mealy is the only one who can fight. I can't bring in reinforcements. The most I can do is give moral support.
let chat decide! Give us a chance to make a choice! I could pat myself on the back for contributing to this plan, but that's all I did. In the end, whenever we're in serious danger, I'm completely powerless. Maybe
I should return by death.
Whoa, did you just say that in... Whoa! Did you just say that in front of Emilia? Excuse me? What? Now that I know we'll end up cornered like this, I could go back and prepare better. A thought crosses my mind, but...
Subaru, look!
Mealy? What are you...
Suddenly, Emilia's hands grab my face from both sides. She presses against my cheeks and I let out a weird sound.
Mealy? Mealy?
Mealy?
Don't make that face. You can't blame yourself. Don't worry, it'll be alright. You've worked so hard. Now it's my turn. This'll be easy peasy. Subaru?
That's a phrase I haven't heard in a long time.
Subaru!
Sorry. Mealy, you're amazing.
I seriously think that. She doesn't just think about defeat the moment things start to go south. But it makes sense considering there is no second chance for Emilia, or for anyone else. In my arrogance, I had forgotten that fact, and had been too eager to sacrifice my life. How foolish I was.
That's how it's always been for everybody. We all fight and struggle as long as we live.
In that moment...
Subaru! Miss Amelia! That voice!
You caught up!
Yes! We may be a bit late, but Subaru's REM has arrived!
Looks like we got here just in time. Thank you, Ricardo Welkin.
If you want to thank someone, thank the mistress for me. She'll love it.
Open!
She ordered the main forces of Iron Fang to join you guys.
That's right. It's all thanks to my lady.
Big sis, it's dangerous if you keep jumping around on the coachman's seat.
Hey, Taro, you're such a scaredy cat. You'll never grow up to be big and strong. What?
Big sis.
Ricardo! And Mimi, too! You picked up Rem and Crochet for us?
Anastasia is amazing. Subaru, we can do it.
Yeah! Melee and the Iron Fang. Now Rem and Crochet, too!
The situation that seemed so hopeless... No. The situation that seemed so hopeless is now turning around. I grip my fist tightly with hope.
Now we can fight!
Once Melty's surgery ends, the people in the back should be able to join too.
Melee, let's do this! The objective is to buy time for the surgery to finish.
Right. The look you have on your face now suits you much better, Subaru.
You're making me blush. Listen up, everyone! We're entering the final phase of the battle.
Class 7?
Our objective is to stall them. We have to buy time until the surgery is finished. To everyone who is fighting alongside us, and to those at the Royal Capital who are fighting where we can't. This wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for every one of you. Thank you all. I know it's still too early to say thanks. Damn it, I know that better than anyone, but I just had to say it. Once we take care of everything, the royal selection will finally begin. Then, we'll be back to being enemies. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. We'll fight it out fair and square. Now, let's start the final battle!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Alright, chat. Chat, what do you want to do? We've been streaming... The funny part is, we've only been streaming for 3 hours. Everything that has happened so far...
I will write it down.
Everything that has happened so far happened within 3 hours. I know. So here's my thought. I already know I'm gonna take Friday off to work on taxes. So if I don't finish it tonight, I'll just replace Fallen Legion Revenants on Tuesday to actually finish this game. Or if you guys want, we will finish it tonight. So I'll give you guys 2 minutes while I use the bathroom, and then I'll take a look when I get back. I will go with whatever option. All right. I'm not gonna look at the results because I don't want to influence them. I'm gonna just wait till it runs out.
If we don't keep going, we'll stop right now. All right. I do think that's a better choice just because I'm worried, because if we kept going right now, we would be doing this until the game was done. I don't care if it took another 3 hours or 4 hours, we would keep going until the game was done. But I think this is the good part where we'll actually have the final battle and the epilogue, and I think it'll work out on Tuesday. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, is there will be a long-ass epilogue. So, tomorrow is Uno. Tuesday we finish this game, and that'll give me some extra time because Wednesday and Thursday I'm off. Friday I'm taking off to work on taxes. Saturday I should be okay. Saturday we'll come back with Cold Steel, and then hopefully by Sunday we'll have a new game to add to the list. Probably this coming Sunday will be Slay the Spire. Emmy says, hold on. What? Oh? What? What's going on? Give me a couple minutes. Okay. Taking a photo. Alright, well. Are you guys excited for Wifey Wednesdays? 'Cause AJ's coming back and doing it again? That's cool. Oh, wait. What? When does Stranger... Hold on. Oh, my God! The timing is perfect! Oh, my God! I know what our next game's gonna be! I cannot believe it! So we may take a little bit of extra time off, but guess what comes out in literally just over a week? Hold on. Let me bring this in. The updated definitive edition of Stranger of Sword City and the official sequel, Saviors of Sapphire Wings, a first-person dungeon crawler, a la Etrian Odyssey. We can finally stream a first-person dungeon crawler on release week. Yes! Oh my God. Emmy, I might have to cancel the vacation just so I have more chances to play this. Don't you dare. Ackle! It's a dungeon crawler! It's a first-person dungeon crawler! Check Discord, you shit. There it is. Me-wee. Oh. Everyone, go follow Emmy Ain, our wonderful, wonderful artist. That's a stream. I need him. I said, okay, the context is, don't look yet. So the context is, Puka transformed into this giant hulking fire squirrel. Like, imagine when Puck becomes, like, the end of the world. And I said, imagine, because she's got these strangely human hands. I said, imagine her grabbing Subaru by the throat and going, no. And Emmy just drew this. No, we're at the final battle, just like we were when we started this. Wow. All right, let's see, who's still online? Let's give some love to Michelle. Let's give some love to Michelle Knotts. It's been a while since we, yes, and I can eat some food too. Raid phrase, she's playing Persona 5, so, why not Greg Chun? All right, tell you what. I'll let you guys vote. Hold on. Raid time. Greg Chun. What is he playing? Greg Chun is playing Judgment. Michelle Knotts is playing Persona 5. We'll throw one more in there. Canadian. Oh, wait. Gear Up. Toontown. And Canadian Dragon. Beat Sibber. Damn, tonight's stream was fun. This will give me a chance to think up the raid phrase. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, please, if you have not done so, please consider taking some time to fill out the Atlas survey. There's a link to both the survey and a link to the entire translation of the survey, so even if you don't understand Japanese, you can fill out the survey. Please, please, please ask for ports of Persona games, and especially ask for ports of Etrian Odyssey. I'm begging you. You would make me the happiest lad in the world. I'm telling you, you do not have to understand a lick of Japanese. That guide that I linked in there will help you fill it out. I promise you'll understand enough to do it. Alright, and finally, for raid phrase... It's a little bit of a mix between Judgment and Big O, but I hope you guys will appreciate this anyway. So, there it is. Hope to see you guys tomorrow for Uno. We'll finish up this game on Tuesday. I'll have a couple days off. Saturday, we come back with Cold Steel 4. And Sunday, we'll do some Slay the Spire. Or something like that. Hell yeah. Alright, show Greg some love. Take good care of each other. Make sure you eat. I plan on eating. And I'll see you guys maybe tomorrow for some chaos. Take care. Let's raid.